Parmenter here with us, and what a pleasure it is to have you on the show with us.
It really is. I don't know why it's taken this long.
I know. I pushed the issue. She didn't want to have you.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
That was it. That was it. I was like, no, really, he's a good kid. And she's like, I don't know.
Well, I'm thrilled to be here, so thank you.
Well, Matthew
already.
Yeah, Matthew is one of the top recurve archers, youth archers in Houston, if not in the nation.
Yeah.
And we wanted to have you on the show, kind of
I love it.
get to
He
know
goes,
you. Yep. Even though he did come in third place in his first national competition.
That was his first national.
First nationals with the first year.
At
he
11,
comes in third. Yeah.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
I just don't bring that up.
We won't bring up that you got beat by your little brother, but
Painful memories right there.
he's all of a sudden in the corner rocking back and forth.
Yep.
Stupid third place.
To my brother who got second.
At my middle school, that's the only thing anyone ever remembers about my archery is that Ben beat me.
No way.
Yep.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, because he made sure to tell a lot of people.
I don't. Why would he do that?
I have no idea.
See,
why would
being
he
an
do
only
that?
child, I wouldn't know anything about that.
So we have Matthew here. We want to kind of introduce him to everybody. So Matthew, tell us what discipline do you shoot? How old you are?
So I'm 16 years old, and I shoot Olympic recurve with a win-and-win bow.
How long have you been shooting?
I've been shooting for 5.5 years now, since this summer going into my 6th grade year. And that's been for the past 4 years now.
Well, it didn't work.
I don't know if y'all can hear us, but evidently you can't see us.
Something ain't right.
Well, we
There
know
we go.
that about you.
There we go.
but-
Hey, we're back. There we go. I don't know what happened. Well, I should double check that stuff beforehand. Hey, welcome back to
Hey, good
Raising
morning.
an Archer. Last day of the SYWAT shoot.
Yes.
Super excited to be here.
Day 3.
Kind of because I'm ready for it to be over. It's been a long weekend, but a fun weekend. I
I'm
can tell
only
you.
here for this morning.
Yeah, that's true. What was it yesterday? Yesterday evening, we drug. Amy was just like, "You guys look like you've been beat." I was like, "Yeah, we talked a lot yesterday." But we want to welcome you guys joining us. This is the 9
Happy
a.m.
Sunday.
line. It is full. It is a full line.
Absolutely.
This afternoon, full.
We had 3 people on a waiting list. 2 people got in. 1 is on for 1:30,
Yep.
the afternoon shoot. So, yes, full.
Full. So that's really good. So we've got a full house today. You'll get to see it. So we've
It's
got
like
Jacqueline.
a mama.
Yeah,
when
we
all
got-
the kids come home,
Yeah.
you feel good.
Yeah.
You got a full house again. So, yeah, we got a full house.
But-
I'm happy mama.
Right? And welcome to the Texas Field Archery Association's Shoot Your Way Across Texas, which
Wow,
is
that was a mouthful.
that was, which everyone referred to as SYWAT. Okay, let's go ahead and flip. We got
Love
Jacqueline on the
acronyms.
cameras.
So happy to have Jacqueline back again today. Julia's super happy that
Jacqueline's
back
right.
today.
But we wanted to go ahead.
Diane Massey.
Again, I think this is fun stuff that we do.
Oh,
we,
yeah.
we have too much fun doing this.
I know. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's going to be January before it happens again.
No, we got the rodeo next weekend.
Oh, that's right.
We got
That's
the
right.
rodeo next
Can't forget
weekend.
that.
And then we're on a break for a little while.
Yeah.
I don't think unless somebody
a
calls
break.
us, somebody calls us and says, "Hey, you want to come do some live coverage?" And we're like, "Well,
Sure.
maybe."
Can't be
If we have a
Aggie
free
invite
if we have a
weekend.
free
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of good stuff coming up. Next weekend is the rodeo, which we'll be out there doing live coverage. Not only will we be doing just live coverage of the qualifications, we'll also be doing live coverage of the shoot-offs, which will be Sunday afternoon, which should be a lot of fun. We're taking all the seniors that are in the gold medal match. We're going to put them on stage.
Senior division.
Senior division, yes, the senior division. We're going to put them on platforms. We're going to put them on camera. We're going to put them, we're going to put some pressure on them.
Yeah.
It'll be a lot of fun, but we'll do live coverage of those. We've got Jacqueline here with us, which does an amazing job handling
Yes,
our
she
cameras.
does.
She's 15, 14.
She's like, you
I
asked me
cannot
this.
figure out her age.
write
I
it
went older. I went
down.
older. Like I would be able to find that. I I have Shooter of the Year buckles down there for TSAA, and I had a list. Somebody threw the list away.
Oh, no.
So I really don't know.
It was there last night.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Somebody grabbed it and threw it away.
It was on the left-hand side.
Yep, it was right next to the buckles.
Yeah.
I went down there this morning, gone.
You sure you weren't looking? Because I asked you about para archers.
I know. I don't know what happened to it. Unless I brought it up here. Let me look. Let me take a look here.
Take a look-see, Scott. Take a gander.
Maybe I
says,
threw it away. I don't know. I did look last night, but I wouldn't have taken it anywhere.
And I left it down there whenever I went and talked to you about it.
I didn't put
yeah,
it
go
anywhere
ahead
here.
and look through my stack. I don't care. Look, like this.
There you go. Nothing.
Spread it out.
All right. If you have never seen a SYWAT shoe, which they use here in
it's
Texas.
so much fun.
Here in Texas, we use a NFAA 5-spot. How
Or
the
a single
targets
spot.
Or a single spot, yep. So if you look at that, we're about to pull up a target here, and you'll see that is a single spot.
Ooh, if we zoom out a little bit, we can see both.
How's that score, Wendy?
Look at that. Everything in white is a 5. You've got that X spot
What about
in
what
the
about
center.
on the
Would you
outside?
wait a
What about the
minute?
outside of
Would
the
you
5
stop?
there? If you hit white way
Just
out
stop.
there, what would
You
happen?
gonna make me mad and I wouldn't be quiet. Gonna hurt my feelings. But what's new? All right. So the center spot, just the center spot. Let's just go with the single. Is everything is a 5. Even that X. That X does count as an X, but X is equivalent to a 5. That X is used a lot for ties. The maximum amount that you can have are 60 X's. But then we go on outside of the white, and it goes from inner to outer rings with a 4, 3, 2, 1. Anything outside of that white, even if it is white, but anything outside of the 1 is a miss. And we don't like for that to happen. We get sad.
Wah, wah, wah.
Hey, now that is on my soundboard at the house.
You know, I reset. I had such good sounds on here. I'm gonna have to add all my sounds back on here.
All right. Then when we're talking about the 5 spot, the name says it all. It's got 5 spots on there, and same thing. Anything in the white is 5. If you've got that center part with the X, that is an X equivalent to a 5. Then you've just got one more score left after that, and anything in that dark blue is a 4. Anything outside of that is a miss. Even though there are 2 rings there.
Why do you think they do that?
I don't know. I really don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna ask Bruce Cole when I see him.
I was going to ask David, but anyway.
No,
'cause
I'm gonna
he's
go.
here.
I'm going all the way to the top. You know how I roll.
I know. I think you just like to throw names.
I
But
do.
anyway.
I do. You know what, Bruce? If
If
you're
it
watching,
makes
can
you
you let
feel
us
better.
know? Can you let us know why that 5 spot has an extra ring?
Me, I'm going a little faster route. But
Because I'm sure Bruce is watching right now. I am sure of it.
All right, but that does give you scoring right there. The maximum scoring that you can receive is 300 with 60 X's.
Woo woo.
Yep, we have had one of those so far this weekend, and that was on Friday night.
That was. And
Friday night lights of a
we did
different
have
kind.
a 59X,
That was
58X,
yesterday.
57X. We had
Yeah.
several.
Julia had a 57X.
Julia shot awesome this weekend.
Yep.
We've
Hope
got
that continues.
we got a few good shooters down there today too.
A few?
Just a few.
Don't they? That is so not nice. Don't they all have the same potential?
Nope.
Hey, you know who's here in the house? In the house.
It's Scott Booth in the house.
Well, you know.
Wendy Cook in the house.
Woohoo! I was talking about Matthew Parmenter.
Matthew Parmenter.
Who we just did the podcast with recently. A really good podcast. We've even had other archers comment and who came up to me yesterday saying, wow, that podcast with Matthew was great. I'm like, I know, right?
I said, as Matthew said, man, it was just so professional. And I was just like, well, almost. It was almost professional.
yeah.
No, teasing. There's old Matthew Parmenter.
Yep.
That was probably like we
I'm not
added.
sure he brushed his hair today.
I don't think he did either.
He looks like he
He's not
rolled
here.
out.
He's not here to impress anybody.
He looks like he rolled out of bed. I don't even know. Did he brush his teeth? I don't know. But
You
got
know.
that T-shirt and shorts on. I said, that's it. That's all that matters.
He's the fourth kid in the family. No one cares.
And he
He
goes,
walks out.
then there's Ben.
And then there's Ben. Ben
That was
probably
funny.
combs his hair. There's Lizzie Camp coming down. This will be her second tournament to shoot.
Where's Lizzie?
Wait a minute. I'm looking
You're
at the
looking
wrong screen.
again.
Crap, I'm looking at the wrong screen. That delay gets me
So
every
professional.
time. Look, oh, there's
So
Lizzie. They're like,
professional.
there's no one coming. There's Lizzie. Thank you. There's Lizzie.
With
I wonder
Hudson
I wonder
and
if
Mr.
Lizzie's
Marsh.
mom will be watching. She was watching last time.
She
She's like, that's my daughter.
does. I know. I like that.
Yeah, if you're
Alright.
chatting, Wendy's got the Facebook
Well,
chat.
I've got Raising an Archer up, so
Yeah.
if you're on any of the others, then I might miss you.
Yeah,
But if you comment on Raising an Archer, the live feed on there. Hey, Scott, did you remember this morning to put the link for scoring?
I have not.
As I saw him lean forward.
I was about to lean back. Nope, and I'm leaning forward again.
Lean the other way, my friend.
Well, go ahead and tell everybody how to get there while I get it up.
All right. You're going to go to Eyes on Score. That is online. And you are going to click that hamburger up in the right-hand corner. What is the hamburger you say? That is those 3 lines stacked on each other. Then you're going to click on Live Score. Once you click on Live Score, you will see the SYWAT link. You'll click on that. You can search for your archer. You can search by division. You can just scroll through and see all of the scores that are there and all of the awesome archers we have here this morning.
Awesome archers.
Yes. We've got Diane Massey there at full draw. Matthew Parmenter right beside her. You know, David, oh, look what David put. I asked David why the 2 rings of blue on the 5 spot, and he just threw his hands up. So we still don't know. So back to Mr. Coleman. Go for it. See if you can. Or
Who's
who
Mr. Coleman?
Who did you say that you
Bruce?
were? Yes,
Bruce Cole.
Bruce Cole.
There we go.
Made
So
me think about
getting the live scores link
former
out there for
people
everybody.
with TFAA. So I had to take a little moment there.
Moment.
Yeah.
Got to get the link out there to everybody.
There's one of our archers that made it in on the waiting list this morning.
There we go.
And we have another young lady that this is her first SYWAT. Glad to have her here this morning. She and her mom are here
Do we
with
not
us.
have any? Is any music playing?
I do not hear any music. Yes, there is music. I probably just scared some people on the
You
line.
did. You probably did.
They're going to come yell at me.
There's Alex, new shooter, shooting an Altus.
David, come up here.
Maybe.
All right. So
Hey,
evidently,
could you just give Bruce a call real quick for me? And
that's Scott talking
see,
to David Allen.
I mentioned it online.
Let me just cut him off.
I mentioned it online,
He pressed
hoping that
his
Bruce
button
was
to come
listening.
back on. Yeah. Nobody's listening to you, Scott.
Yeah. All right, so this is the first weekend of SYWAT, and it's been a doozy. We're going to be...
Where did you post the link? Because it has not come up on Raising an Archer on Facebook.
Well, hold on.
Okay, I'm holding on to my horses over here. Wyatt Dorcas right there next to Toby Ragsdale. Don Kyle back with us again in the background.
Right there, I'm on it.
I got nothing.
What raising an archer? Raising an archer.
What do you mean, what raising an archer?
There's a couple of them out there. No, we're that popular. We have two pages.
Look, I'm on raising an archer. Here it is again.
Did you see it?
It's like a. Do you see it?
Why would you say it like that?
Because I'm holding it.
You've
and
been
I go,
telling me that it's not
there.
there.
It is. But I said, there it is. And you go, do you see it? I'm holding it in front of your face.
Just getting on my nerves.
Evidently.
Seriously, we're like 10 minutes in. I don't know if I can deal with this.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, so this is the first SYWAT of the season, a big one. Over almost 200 archers signed up for it. We'll have a tally at the end on how many actually shot. It's going to be close. It'll be probably around that, I'm guessing, between 180 to 200. Next week, SYWAT's schedule is X10 Archery here in Houston. Go ahead and sign. They have an online registration, so go to their website and sign up.
We normally go there, but we'll be
At
at
the
the
rodeo.
rodeo.
Leading Edge in Bernie, Texas. Another good shop out there that you can go up and sign up. I believe you have to call that shop to get a time. Sendera, Belton, you'll have to call them to get, I believe you have to call to get them as well. Cinnamon Creek is also a call to register. They're out in Roanoke. All good shops. Go ahead and go out there and support them and get as many archers there as you can. There's a reason why you want to hit all of these. Why is that, Wendy? Do you know?
Because they take your top 3 scores to go towards your aggregate or Shooter of the Year awards. Of course, to receive that award, you also have to shoot at state.
Which there's a new rule this year for state to get your Shooter of the Year.
You shoot both days.
Yep. In the past, it was you would have your top 3 scores. You would shoot day 1. You would add day 1 scores to your aggregate, your 3 top scores, and whoever had the top score gets Shooter of the Year. Not like that anymore. Strike that. Doesn't happen. Now you, David just handed me the note.
Yeah.
Now what you have to do is you have to have your top 3 scores, and you have to shoot both days. So they'll take day 1 scores, day 2 scores, put those together, and then you will have your Shooter of the Year at that point. Very cool. I actually like that better than what they have. It's a little simpler to understand. If you can't shoot 3 of them, or you're not a top 3 archer, you still have a chance at making the top 3 and winning the state championship. So once the aggregate Shooter of the Year is done, so you shoot, they'll take day 1, day 2 scores, and then you will have your state champion. So there is a possibility, and it happens, that the Shooter of the Year is not the state champion, because the state champion, if they outscore them on day 1 and day 2, they take the state championship title.
Hey, Scott, you know that Belton location? You said Sendera. Could that be Send Arrow? And what
I
a
don't
cool
know.
name is that?
Send arrow.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's cool.
Send your arrow downrange. Send arrow.
Send arrow. In Belton, send arrow.
Yeah.
The 5 spot used to be 5, 4, 3.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that was you really pay if you missed high on that one, because that outer ring is the same size as the 4 ring on a single spot.
Yep.
Maybe what we'll do is in the future, if you shoot a 5 spot, if you shoot out there, we're going to penalize you with a 3.
Oh, my word. New game for Scott.
That's right. New game.
All right. We are scoring. We'll be able to see scores soon. And if you're at home, so can you.
Somebody will probably correct us on that send arrow.
They're going to say that they like it, that they think it's cool.
I think it's super cool.
Right? Send arrow. Send arrow.
Since we have so many people online right now, which we actually do. We have there's over 30 people.
But nobody's
online.
chatting with us.
Nobody's chatting.
that it's because of you.
Wendy
because
and I are
they
gonna-
know that you're going to make fun of them
You
if
know
they
what?
chat with us.
We've got kind of a captive audience, so we'll go ahead and preach to you guys right now since it's Sunday. No, I'm teasing.
Preach. Wow.
Why are you watching this when you should be at church? Why are we here? We're here because we love archery.
I love Jesus too. And
There's yes, oh yeah, I do. You know, there's a lot of potential for archery, and I believe that things like this, you know, live coverage, live scoring, that's the future of archery. That's the only way we take it to the next level. And you know, broadcast is fun. I get it. You know, it's not for everybody. This is not. You know, the future is not live coverage of every archery event, I don't believe. But what I do believe is that some of this does a little bit of all of this, kind of moves that dial forward. I think, you know, live scoring is the future. And if you are not doing live scoring, I believe you are missing the boat.
Are you done talking?
Yeah.
No,
I'm done right
everything
now.
you said was true.
Yeah, I mean, really think about it. Like, as a parent, I mean, I hate going to events that don't have live scoring.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
if it doesn't have live scoring, I can't even remember the last time I went to a shoot now that didn't have live scoring. Even Aggie Invite had live scoring for the first time last year, and they will have it again this time.
Hey, Scott. Why you laugh?
Because when you say that, you're going to say a stupid joke.
No, it's not.
What is it?
Do you know what happened on this day in
See, I'm telling you.
1962? This is history.
You were born.
No. See what I'm saying? That's why people aren't chatting, because they know that.
You know what? I just want to tell you, Scott, no one likes you. You know, I hate being the person that says this, Scott, but no one likes you at all.
You did see people commenting how nice I was yesterday.
Yeah, they don't know you.
Oh,
I bet you we can get Steven on the call right now. Well, let's see what he thinks. Well, actually, he probably won't because he wants to play nice right now because you're mean.
all right. He's so mean to me. All right. So we are here at Texas Archery this morning, bright and early on a Sunday morning. We are in our 3D range, which normally has animals scattered all across the range that we can do for indoor shoots. No better way than coming indoor to shoot 3D targets. We've got two different elevations to shoot from. Of course, this morning for the SYWAT, they are shooting from the floor. On the other side of the wall, still indoor, we have a 50-yard range. You can get those long distances in. Here in this 3D range, we do what sounded like someone was moving one of those animals just then when it drags across the concrete. It makes a nice screeching sound. Ew, really? In this area, there is stadium seating, so it's great for families to come and cheer on and support their archers. And then on the other side of the showroom floor, we have a 20-yard range. It does have one row of spectator seating. That's slightly elevated for families to be here with their archers. Very nice setup. We do enjoy coming here. We've got our cubs down there. We've got two brothers who I hear are quite competitive on bale 9. We have Miss Anna down there with those youngsters.
Really? Did you have to
All
add the part? I told you twice.
Because whenever I come back and I said, "Hey, did you check that tablet?" And you're
I
like,
did.
"I did it."
I added those people. I just forgot to remove.
Sorry, when
the
we
one.
were off the air for a moment of talking, Scott had to check a bail that I had already asked him about. Looky there, he's having to go downstairs to work on it. Oh man. I do not have any siblings. Scott is the closest to a brother that I would have. I do have a friend that I've grown up with since I was 5, Miss Stephanie. Also the godmother to my kiddos. So she's the closest to a sister. He is the closest to a brother. So you get a lot of almost sibling bickering up here.
Sibling bickering.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to hear that.
Bickering, I say.
There's no parent out there that wants to hear that. Windy. Windy Woo.
That's what Tracy Trade calls me, is Windy Woo. That is mine.
Why does he call you
I
that?
don't know.
Huh. There's got to be a reason.
Yeah.
He has a nickname for everybody.
Does
Guy
he?
that works up here, he has a nickname for everybody. Yep. So some of the stuff we'll be doing, you'll see a little bit of practicing. We have, wow, I ran down there, now I'm out of breath. I am so out of shape. We have, we are practicing with instant replay. So it's something that we have to test it, and this is a great way to test it because we have a lot of archers out there. Because we want to have that for next week when we're doing the shoot-offs, so that we can re-see last shots and things like that. She's going to go ahead and start recording and play with that and see how it works.
I thought that I had Trig's phone number in here, but I might have had it in my old phone before I had to switch. And this is what popped up like. It was from you. So,
that's funny.
I don't know. I'm not even going to let you. Just leave it alone. All right. Matthew Parmenter, I think the last time he was here, I think it was, he shot a 298
Yeah.
with an Olympic recurve at a 5 spot.
So at the halfway mark, we'll let you guys see a little bit of his interview that we did with him.
Yes.
You know what? While we have the video on him right now, check this out. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds of the video.
Why would you do that? Why
It's a little
not?
teaser. It's just a little teaser.
Wouldn't the part at the half be like a little teaser?
Nope, this one's a little teaser. Here you
Then
go.
we don't get to see his shot.
It's all right. She can do an instant replay of it. Right
Who
now.
is ready
There you go.
for
Go ahead and
raising
record that
an
for me.
archer?
Me.
All right, we have Matthew Parmenter here with us, and what a pleasure it is to
Are we
have
sure we
you.
have
there you
audio
go.
this time?
There you go. Maybe not. You guys tell me if there's audio or not. So there you go. There's Matthew. Did you record that? Oh, it's recording? So there you go, Matthew Parmenter. You'll see that at halftime. Well, part of it. It's about 50 minutes long. Excellent podcast, which you can actually listen to on all major podcast platforms, on Apple, on Spotify, on Amazon, on you name it. Also, we have a video version of it on Patreon. And if you want to watch that, you can go ahead and go to Patreon and check it out. We do charge for that one. And
The video is great, though.
it's just a monthly service, and any of the
I don't
dollars.
look so great. I came straight from teaching, so my hair is up, and I'm in, teacher outfit.
All that
but
mattered is I look good, my gray hair. But
your
yeah,
age showing
yeah,
through.
yeah. So Matthew, we had. If you want that is our Patreon. It's just a way of us trying to collect a few dollars to continue growing this. It's actually kind of expensive to run all of this stuff. It's one thing to be able to show you, do the equipment and all that, but there's actually multiple online services that we have to actually pay for, and all those dollars just go toward helping us on that to keep this thing going. We have
Which we like. We
Yep.
would really like to keep this thing going.
Yeah, I didn't realize when we got into it how many services we have to have. One that you pay for that puts your podcast on all major podcast platforms.
Are you all right over there?
You have, yeah. We have.
You know, we do this because we speak. And
Right. Right.
We're
I don't
having some
speak well.
issues
I don't speak well.
speaking.
You know that. We have a service that allows us to broadcast to multiple platforms, like when we're doing live coverage to Facebook, to YouTube, and things like that. We also have a service that allows us to play crappy music, kind of like this. Let me see if I got.
Just don't put the one that's inappropriate.
Yeah, you know, kind of music like this.
We're really liking the jam, and
Yeah. This is we pay for this because you have
but
to
then
have
you and I
royalty
start
free.
singing along with
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah, you got to have royalty free music, and we pay for that. It's good stuff. And then also, we even
but
pay
we don't
for.
get in trouble, and we can keep broadcasting.
Right,
So
right.
we do that. It's all right.
We also pay for high speed internet on the go.
Yes. Whose
So-
idea was that?
That was yours many years ago. She has all
Many
these.
years
she has
ago.
all these great ideas, and then I finally do it, and she's just
Yeah.
like, "I told you." I was like, "I didn't have the
Chairs.
money to do it."
Chairs.
Chairs. You know what? Pick out chairs and send them to me. Send me a link. Tell me what you want.
Oh, I don't know what these are. We'll have to get up and turn them over, and I finally got this one comfortable after
Actually,
how long?
I ordered.
year and a
I
half,
just
2
ordered
hours?
one for Trig, so I could probably order 2 of those.
There you go. Well,
He
what are you
says
gonna
they're-
do for a chair?
When he told me, he goes, Scott, I love the chair you bought me. He says, it's like sitting on the end of the bed.
I don't like the end of the bed because then I slide off. Yeah.
Sounds like you need a new mattress.
Well, I got a $6,000 bed mattress.
Wow, aren't you
I know, it's like
bougie?
the price of a small car.
That is the price of a small car.
Massages. I can make it as hard or as soft as I want. I can do my work in there. I can do podcasts from there. When that's normally where I go to do my previews because the bird, in the other part of the house.
Yeah.
I have
your bird's
previews,
always
pre-interviews.
Oh, pre-interviews.
Yeah. And I can raise the head up or I can raise the feet
Do you
up.
call
It
your
was-
bedroom the prefert center?
No, I do not.
Prefert? Uh-huh. That's what the room is called in Vegas.
Oh, I thought that's where they wrote the rules for the crossbow.
If you
my
guys
gosh.
want to read something funny, go look up NFAA rules like bow classes and read crossbows.
Oh,
It is
stop.
hilarious.
Oh, my word.
It's like they wrote it from like the 1890s, so some of the words don't
Thou
actually.
shalt not put
right.
both feet in the
Like-
stirrups.
Like, you know what? Let's update it just a little. In the stirrups, they use some words that are hilarious.
It
we
made
couldn't-
me blush.
So we have a podcast coming out on November 1st. It will be our 60th episode, if you can believe that,
I
Wendy.
hope we have one in January.
We will.
Well, what number would that make it?
I don't know. We throw extra ones in there.
Because
So
that'd be like a year almost.
2 years.
Is it?
It's been 2 years. We've been podcasting for 2 years.
Time flies when you're having fun, friend.
So that's 2 years. We're about to have our 60th episode. January 1st will probably be
Wow.
64th. We've actually kind of overcommitted
Wowzers.
ourselves because we're doing four podcasts a month.
Again, we do this to speak.
Two,
and
two, four, two, four, two, four,
6,
two, four,
8.
two, four,
Who
two,
do
four.
we appreciate?
Two for
Wendy.
our public face, or I cannot speak today. So 2 of them, 4 of them, whatever, 2 a month go toward Apple Podcast, all that stuff, all the public stuff. And then we have 2
That goes out free.
Yep, that'll go out free. And then there's 2 of them that we'll put out on our Patreon account that gives you more information about what's going on in Texas.
Yes. And some bonus stuff. We've got
Yep.
video podcast and
Just like the Matthew Parmenter. If you want to
Yes.
watch that, it's out there. And we're going to continue putting our video podcasts out there. Try to do more of those. It's hard. Wendy lives so far away. I've asked her to move, get a little closer,
You did.
get a little closer to us so that it was easier for us to
Yeah.
do. I think you live, what, an hour and a half, 2 hours away?
Yes. It took 2 hours to get to the shop on Friday. with the game being in town, the Astros game. But normally, yep, about an hour and a half to get here, 2 hours to get to your house. And we've talked, we had Amy who was going to be our scheduler, and we just need to make time. We need to schedule time to sit down and schedule with Amy. Whenever we're able to do that, then I just have it on my calendar and I make the time to be here. Scott likes to fly by the seat of his pants, and sometimes that gets blown out, and we have to go with what can we fit in. We've still been making it happen.
Yes, we have.
To try to ease that strain, podcast equipment has been set up on my dining room table.
I've moved ours to the bedroom to get it out of the way.
I put a small table in the bedroom, and Stephen said, "What is this old table doing here in our bedroom?" I was going to put a tablecloth over it, and I have lost the tablecloth that matches the bedroom, and so now I have to go get another one.
Just get black or something like that.
Well, black doesn't go with our bedroom.
White.
Yeah, white wood. I need to get one, but I haven't had time to make it to the store. You see, I'm coming home from school at like 7:30 at night, and
Yeah, I know. That's
Yeah.
why we're doing podcasts at 9 o'clock at night.
no, we do that because then no one is up cooking and banging in the kitchen. It doesn't sound like I'm at a restaurant or a club.
We do that so that we can get. So yeah, it's not as easy as you think. Like we do our podcast and then we have to sync our audio because she records her at her location. I record at mine. Then we sync our audio, and then we edit it from there.
Yeah, it wasn't my idea though.
But it's good that we were
Is
able to do
it?
that. Yes.
I don't like it. It's didn't have that
The
living
Zoom
room.
helped. Zoom does help,
It did help
even though
the one time that we did it that way, and then you didn't.
I screwed it up. The SYWAT SYWAT podcast was supposed to come out on January. Why do I keep saying January?
Well, not only that, it wasn't SYWAT. It was
October.
NFAA.
Oh yeah, NFAA
Oh,
rules.
yeah.
Yeah, NFAA rules were supposed to come out October 15th.
So we had to go through those stinking rules twice.
3 times.
Crossbow. No, we didn't ever get to crossbow because you were jumping all over the place. You couldn't stick with what was online.
Yeah. I was on one page. She was on another. She got mad. I didn't know she was even mad. I asked her a question. And she says, "I don't even know where you're at. I'm not talking anymore."
Did
Like what?
like you just do it?
I didn't even.
Just
Yeah,
do it.
she's
I'm
like,
here.
you just do it. I'm not even going to
You
go
just
on it.
did.
I'm like, okay, let's go ahead and call it a night and try again tomorrow. She's like, fine.
Then we had a script. It was much better until you didn't push the right buttons.
Oh yeah. So that was really good. That was probably our best podcast ever, and ever. I mean, I don't think we'll ever top that one. And I screwed up.
Well, I think it was better than the second one because we didn't go through. I didn't notice all the language.
Yeah, because I skipped over a lot of it. But you made sure
You knew.
I put her on because she doesn't skip anything. I look at him like, you know what? I'm just gonna hit the highlights.
Huh.
Nope, she goes line by line. Then I had to speed her up because like we would have been there another. We'd probably still be talking about it right
probably
now
would.
because the rules for crossbow are
It's like 30
so
of 'em.
long. It's like 2 pages long. Everything else is a page. Like it combined all of them. It's true.
And you've got like 6 people that shoot it.
Yeah. If that. Around the country, not even in Texas.
5 rules per person.
Yeah.
Oh my
And it can't be over
goodness.
100 pounds. Like, who shoots a crossbow under 100 pounds? Can't go faster than 300 feet per second. Like,
Maybe those people
that
only
has
use
got to
one
be.
stirrup.
Yeah, what is it? The
Foot stirrup.
oldest crossbow ever? Like, I don't even think they even make anything that slow anymore.
Telling you, the people with 1 foot
Yeah.
stirrup.
Some dude put sticks together, was able to get one, keep it under 300 feet per second.
We're never going to be asked to do
Yeah.
anything for NFA or
Right.
TFA at this point.
Right.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Oh, as you can see, we have fun, even if it's just laughing at ourselves. All right, Lizzie, head take a deep breath.
Lizzie Camp, our local celebrity. That's a good rep. Why are you laughing so hard?
Because crossbow rules, and then you go into our local celebrity and just dude.
It didn't work for you?
Oh,
There's Hudson. I'm just trying to move on.
he has really grown.
He has. I almost didn't recognize him when we were at Joe and Nationals.
No, I swear he used to be like at my shoulders, and now he's my height.
That's what happens
All right.
when you're in this for so long. You start seeing everybody grow up.
Physically, maybe not mentally. Look at us.
No, not at all.
What are you playing with?
It's just paper.
Well, don't throw it at me because I knew that was next. There's Cole Ware.
I wasn't going to, but now I will.
No. I think it was snowing in here.
There you go.
I saw Miss Dallas this morning.
Has scoring started yet?
Yes, long time ago.
Let's take a look. Oh yeah. Already said scored 2 rounds.
Yep.
Let's see. Daryl Dancer, Ryan Thomas.
Tiny Dancer.
Perfect scores so far and
Nice.
X's.
Oh, look at that. 2 inside-out X's there.
Logan Hartman with a 50 so far. Cole Ware. We met him at the rodeo earlier
Last
this year.
I guess it was this year.
Wyatt Dorcas, 50 with 10 X's. We got a lot of good. Steve
Cole,
Halbert.
Cole. He's trying to let down, and it did not. Oh, that was scary.
We got an instant replay of that because I wasn't looking. She's shaking her head no.
And he's laughing. I don't know who he's talking
Don
to.
Kyle, Mr. West Virginia's down there.
West Virginia.
50 so far.
Mama.
Haven't dropped a point yet. Lizzie, 45. Carol Middleton, 45. Toby Ragsdale with a 50. We got a lot of perfect scores so far down there. I'm
Cole's
not going to name
holding
them
a
all off
really
because I
long
didn't
time.
Didn't realize how long this list was. That's how I started going through it. Hudson's at 48. Matthew Parmenter with a perfect score so far.
Sweet.
That would be pretty awesome
Wouldn't it, though?
if he shot a 300. We haven't.
And to do it so casually.
Yeah, with his hair all messed up.
T-shirt, shorts. Yeah, I just rolled out of bed, grabbed my bow, and hey, he actually remembered his bow today.
Yeah.
And stabilizers.
Stabilizers, yeah.
Well, the last time, remember, he couldn't make it to the morning shoot because he had left his bow at the shop the night before.
Yep.
And the shop didn't open till 10, so he couldn't go
He
by and
showed
get
up
it.
without his stabilizers before.
Yep. He and, well, then there's Ben,
Yeah.
had to share. Barbara Harmon right here at full draw.
Amy was going to shoot with her, but she said she had to work yesterday.
Oh, okay. Miss Harmon had to work
Yep.
yesterday. Okay, gotcha. I was like, what?
What?
Hey, is this our friend from yesterday with the long towel that brought his
Yes,
bath
Ryan.
towel?
Yep. Ryan.
I had to ask Ryan about his bath towel. I'm calling it a beach towel now. It's probably like his jacket or something, not even a towel.
Looks like Cole had 5 X's.
Yep.
We're going to have some good shooters this morning. Will there be another 60X? Maybe.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. So the rules on our Texas Archery 300 Club. If you don't know about this, for the last couple of years, if you shoot a 300 in our January shoot, and you shoot a 300 in our, if you shoot a 300 in our October shoot, which is today, this weekend, and you shoot one in our January shoot, so you've shot one in both, you get a free buckle. The other option is if you shoot a 300 today, this weekend, and you don't do one in January, you can still buy one. I'm going to allow that this year. The other rule that I've made is if a Olympic recurve shooter shoots 1-300, I don't care if it's in our October or our
When did
January.
you make this rule?
It's been a rule.
For how long?
Long time. Long time.
2 minutes?
If you shoot one,
Love you, long time.
this weekend, you as an Olympic recurve, I will give you a 300 club buckle. You don't have to shoot 2 of
He's
them.
wanting to see it.
I made that rule last year.
Sure he did.
I did. That's
In
how.
your mind?
No, that's how Micah got the first one.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
Why are you on me this morning? It's so early. It's like 10 o'clock.
Because I won't be here for the afternoon.
I know. I don't know if we're going to have live coverage because Wendy's not here. We have Jacqueline here. You here? You here this afternoon?
Oh, looky there. You
See?
got Jacqueline.
Maybe you'll just get to hear me. Maybe I'll get somebody else to come and fill in.
I asked. And
Who'd you
said,
ask?
no, I asked you. I said, well, you could have someone replace me. And you were like, I could never replace
I
you.
could never replace you, Wendy.
Because you run off everybody else.
Well, one issue we might have is I might have to work this afternoon.
Zach could be shooting now because the
Yes,
spot
one of my
opened
techs
up.
wants to shoot this afternoon, so someone, which would be maybe me, will have to cover. We've got a couple techs down there, so we should be okay. If not, I'll swing down there. I'll send Wyatt. Wyatt's a boat tech. I'll send Wyatt in there. Wyatt, you want to work this afternoon? I got you covered, man. I got you covered.
Like my friendly waiter over at Las Ramadas. I got you, mama.
I got you, mama. That's right after you say you want a margarita, I'm sure.
Look in there. Yes, I like need a margarita and
I got you, mama.
podcasting with him.
With him. Really? It's him? That's how we're going to roll now?
That's how we roll. Okay.
Daryl Dancer
right.
still, Daryl and Ryan still are perfect with 15 X's.
Tiny dancer.
Tiny Dancer.
He
Cole
got a
Ware,
haircut, didn't he?
75, still clean. Wyatt, clean with 15 X's.
I like Cole's
Holbert.
clean haircut.
Dude, Holbert, 75, 13 X's. He's one of our para archer.
Wow.
He's killing it. Don Kyle, still clean with 75.
He's liking that.
We have Toby Ragsdale, clean with 75.
Nice.
Any other clean? Any other clean? Let's keep it clean, Wendy. Let's keep it clean.
it clean.
Matthew Parmenter.
Can't talk about crossbows
75.
anymore.
All right, we got a lot of them that are still clean,
Sweet.
and a few that are completely clean,
Wow.
squeaky clean, with perfect X's.
Parmenter, you said 75 X's?
75 X's. Oh yeah, there's been 75 X's so far.
There's only 60 possible, 60 total in the whole tournament.
Yeah, but he's shot 75 X's so far.
Oh my goodness. Oh, Miss Anna looks like the official scorer for our Cubs down there on bells 8 and 9. Check out that shirt right there, Scott.
Check it out. Check it out.
SYWAT, last year's shirt, 22-23.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Texas Archery SYWAT. I believe that was brought to us by your family.
Yes.
It was a great service that they do for us here. I told them last night because your wife was sporting a hoodie zipper jacket.
Sporting.
I told her, I said, oh, wish we had those. And she informed me that I just need to tell her what color.
Yep.
Because I like the zipper ones. I don't like the one that I got to pull over. So if I do my hair or like if we're in a cold spot, we were talking about that last night.
Yep.
We're in a cold spot and then put it on, then the static electricity gets in and it goes, ching, you know. Yep.
All right, we're going to do instant replay of him dropping his arrow, apparently.
It happens.
She's starting it again. All right, like we were saying, like we're doing some testing. We want to test our instant replay for next weekend when we're doing the shoot-offs. Jacqueline is going to be playing with it. There was his shot, and we're going to go ahead and switch.
You see the parent in the background with the comics.
And there it is. Here's the instant replay. Here's the shot that you just saw. Just like the hard part about that is every shot looks the same.
But that's
you
the
go.
good part
There,
too,
that
because
was-
it should.
That was the instant replay. All right. Very nice.
So that parent in the background, that is what you make me feel like, where I'm not supposed to be totally focused on my kid. I'm supposed to be there. I'm supposed to be in the background. So when she is at home practicing, I'm outside with her.
What parent in the background?
Do you not see the guy I said with the comics?
Oh, the one not paying attention. I see it now.
But that we're just supposed to be there. We're supposed to be, get the thumbs up no matter what happens. But that's what, oh, look at that dead X.
Ooh, yeah, they did. Like,
Nice.
killed the spider.
Killed the spider.
It's probably like 10 years ago. This one little kid comes up to me and just told me they killed the spider. And I've hung on to that. I can't take credit for it. I wish I could. Lizzie Camp,
Right next to Hudson McPherson.
her second shoot. She's a new shooter here at Texas Archery, starting to shoot some of these competitions. She's in the market for a new target bow. She's just waiting to decide which one she wants.
Too bad she's not a left-handed archer.
Right? She could probably make it work if she had to.
Reminds me, Miss Anna had texted me about what I have at the house for left-handed bows. I've got those entry-level bows still of Julia's.
You never sold any of those?
No. I still have Luke's.
Bow.
Yep. I was trying to think which ones he has. I walked in the spare bedroom the other day and I was like, oh, look at all these extra cases. Oh, no, there are bows in those cases. Everywhere. Hudson with his nice line etiquette. Evidently, there was an archer beside him who was still at full draw. I was thinking, why is
Matthew has 4-5 so far.
nice?
Next to Mr. Toby Ragsdale.
Oh. Now, when I see him and he closes his eyes, I believe I know that he is envisioning that
Yep.
perfect
X.
shot, that
X.
shot of bliss, as he called it.
There's his target. Looking
Oh,
good.
he did drop one X.
That's okay.
Still a 300.
Still clean.
That 4 out of 5 X's. All right, top line shooters are up.
Jimmy Chilcutt. He shot Olympic recurve on Friday. Now he's shooting compound today. Shooting the Bowtech Reckoning. Is that right? Yep. Yep. He's looking too. Yeah. Reckoning.
He was like, what was that last shot before? Oh, yeah, I didn't move it. Let me move it.
Jimmy came for a lesson one time, and I told him, he's like, see, it didn't hit the middle. And I was like, hey, we've changed a lot of stuff, so it's going to take some time to get used to this. And he goes, I have more money than time, so what will it cost me? Like, okay.
I have very little of either.
More money than time.
Wow.
So we got to make this happen.
What will it cost me today?
There's Johanna
Or Cindy.
or Cindy. She came into the Texas Ringer and won the whole thing on barebow. Beat Mr. Stick,
What?
Mr. Rick Stonebreaker. Wow, I am struggling with words this weekend.
Yes, you are.
Hopefully, I'm not having a stroke.
Right?
You'd feel bad
I would.
for making fun of me.
No, I would just feel bad because you were having a stroke. Get it straight, Scott.
I'm sorry.
You know who we haven't heard from this morning?
Who?
Joe.
Josie.
I think Joe's been on every single.
Where you at, Joe? Where are
I
you,
haven't
Joe?
even seen that he's watching.
I'm going to check the chat here. Barabo!
Who did that? Oh. Live scoring is amazing.
It is amazing.
Love Mr. Mark Smith. Good family right there.
Cole is shooting strong. I was just looking at his scores.
I asked
Who's
his
that? That's
mama
4.
why she wasn't shooting.
That's Dan Confer. I don't know how you pronounce it, but looks like 5
That's pretty
X's.
close, I do believe.
Maybe there's one that's close for
I
him.
think it's cutting a line.
We've got leading edge archery.
What?
Is that right?
LOA is Live Oak.
Live Oak Archery. Why did I say I couldn't get leading edge? That wasn't leading
Maybe
edge.
because it wasn't leading edge.
Maybe not. Like leading edge. See, I'm still. Maybe I am having a stroke.
Live
Maybe
Oak
maybe I am having a
Archery.
stroke here. They'll have a couple SYWATs up there at College Station, Bryan College Station area.
Nice facility there. We were there last. Well, we as in
We
Julia and I
you had a
were
mouse
there.
in your pocket.
Julia and I were there last week for the Fall Fling Classic.
I need to check to see if we can do records off of that.
Yep. I signed scorecards just in case. And what you're talking about is state records, because we already knew that was a tournament for national and world records.
Yep.
All right. As you can see, our folks down there are scoring. They are doing 2 paper scorecards, one white, one orange. That white will be the official scorecard. Along with the tablets is the third form of scoring. And that's where you're seeing the live scoring. So that way you don't have to worry when your archer comes off the line and you're like, hey, how did it go? "Oh, okay. Well, what did you score?
I
don't know. You just walked back 60 feet.
Maybe 2 X's. I don't know. I had a line, one that was close. I don't remember. Like, really?
How many times has that happened to us, Scott?
It's happened a lot.
Man,
Usually
oh,
it's on a
man.
3 spot that they just can't remember what they'd scored. They come back
3
to
spot.
Like,
Yeah.
really? You can't remember what the 3 scores were?
Yeah. No, they can't.
All right, let's see. Let's check results.
What do we have so far?
We still have Tiny Dancer is at 100 with 20 X's. Ryan Thomas is right there with him. We have Cole Ware, still perfect with 100 points. So we are 4 ends in, still clean. Wyatt clean with 20 X's. You have Steve Holbert just dropped 1 point. Still shooting very
That's
strong.
awesome.
Still shooting strong. Don Kyle just dropped 1 as well
Oh, no.
on that round.
He has been trying, which is why we see him back today.
Yep. Lizzie, it's 94. She's shooting really strong. Toby Ragsdale. Wow, this one was a rough round for everybody. Everybody dropped 1 point. A lot of people dropped 1 point on this one. Johanna has only dropped 4 with Barebow.
Wow.
Wow is right.
So,
Looking to
Scott,
see. Hold on. Matthew Parmenter, still clean with a 100. All right, what do you got, Wendy?
on this day in 1962,
What?
what happened?
You were born.
We already went through that. Not
Still
even
funny.
close.
Still funny. What?
Cuban Missile Crisis.
There you go. Let's see.
Oh, here you go, Scott.
Go for it.
International Stuttering Awareness Day.
Perfect. I've been all over that today.
That is what's going on here.
I do have a little bit of a stutter.
Man, I know today is. Oh, and here you go again.
It really comes out whenever I get tired.
Yeah. Oh, so can I make fun of your stuttering then? Since you make fun of
It would be totally inappropriate.
Oh,
because it's a disability.
My word. Okay. By the way, it's National Nut Day
Oh, perfect for you.
because I'm hanging out with
You
you.
crazy nut. Well, thanks
Oh, my
everybody
goodness.
for tuning in to
Yes.
Raising an Archer to watch our live broadcast. Really, it's we always say we're doing this for practice. Well, we continue to do it. At
Yes.
at some point, we're gonna get called up to the big leagues.
Oh my word.
I would say rodeo's semi-pro.
yeah.
Is it semi-pro?
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Yep, semi-pro. So we're getting
exciting.
there. AAA. It might be kind of AAA since baseball's going on right now.
All right. I was wondering where you go with AAA.
I think I'm going to give
least it went
competitive
AARP.
archery a call and say, hey, you want to hook Wendy and I up? We'll come. We'll come and do live broadcast at Lancaster Classic for you.
Right?
We know we could know all the archers and all their dirty little secrets and share
Dirty
them online.
little secrets. No one's going to call us now. Man. Oh, look at that. Nice.
Is that Johanna? No, she's like.
She's like, get with the program,
Thank you,
guys.
Jack. I said, "Can I call you Jack?" She's like, "My mom calls me Jack." And I
Yeah,
was
you're
like,
not my mom.
And I said, "Oh, do you want me to call you Jacqueline?" She's like, like, what am I supposed to call you?
Sweet girl.
Sweet
That's
girl.
what we'll call her. Sweet girl.
I don't think so. Let's see if her mom thinks she's sweet.
Of course she does.
She does not. She just shakes her head. No, no.
No.
Her mom is pretty tough on her. No? Your mom? Your dad is tough on you?
Dad is
Dad is tough on you. Yeah, her little brother Royce is my wife's little buddy.
Yes.
I thought he was my buddy, not
Nope.
until when Miss Amy shows up.
Yeah.
He attaches himself.
Scott who?
Right.
Oh, Toby didn't like that one.
There's Wyatt Dorcas.
Why is he smiling?
He's
though?
one of the top compound archers in the state, if not in the nation. That kid can shoot.
Oh,
Is that Wyatt's?
that one. Oh, that one looks
Is
like
that
it's
Wyatt's?
out.
Oh, okay. He's rethinking. Music's kind of loud today. Nobody's complaining though.
Yeah, I started to turn it down, but then you said same thing.
You can start over.
Yeah, I think that still one's out.
Carrie Cook. Sorry we missed this one, Scott Booth, but we're but the deer we're calling. See you next time.
Hunting season.
All right, we'll see you, Carrie. It's weird how the music, like, I can't hear anything around me, but that music is pretty clear. And I
can
take
hear
I take my headset off, and it still sounds the same. So weird.
Oh, Zen did not like that shot.
It's because of the speakers that we've added too. Somebody's turned the speakers away down there.
Have they?
Yeah, it's more toward us. That's why we're hearing it better.
That's right. I see it now.
I don't have a problem with that.
So are we taking an 8-minute break at the half?
4 and 4, yeah.
4 and 4. Where are we at?
Was it 2 and 2? It'd be 2 minutes and 2 seconds. That's what it used to be. We'll be back in 2 and 2.
So what end are we on?
What show was that? Who said
don't
that?
know.
Crap, now I'm gonna have to look it up. I've said it multiple times. Who says?
I think I'm going to go before everybody else goes because there are only 3 spots for women to go.
What end is this?
That's what I asked you.
I didn't even look. This is fifth. Almost the halfway mark, but not quite there. Oh no. It was Chuck Woolery that would say that. All right, let's get back here. We've got a lot of Houston Archery Center here, a lot of recurve shooters. Loving how many recurve shooters we're bringing in. That number just seems to continue to grow. James Loesch, however you pronounce it, out there at the Houston Archery Learning Center. He's doing an amazing job bringing these recurve archers in, and they're competing. Got some really good archers that are coming out of that facility. There's Ryan shooting pretty good right now. I say pretty good. Don't think he's dropped an X yet. And if you guys click on that link, you can see the live scores, see how everybody's doing. You can see for yourself. We used to throw them up on the screen, but it's kind of a waste because we can't get through them all, and then you're waiting to look. You can just go look real quick for yourself. So if you can't find it, if the link's not there, go ahead and go to eyesonscore.com. It's a web page. Click on the little 3 lines at the top if you're on your phone. If you're not on your phone, it'll just be there, but you click on the 3 lines and you'll see live scores. Click on that and you'll see our tournament out there. Right now, looks like I'm clicking on it. There's only one tournament out there right now. Yesterday was a couple. There was a Saturday shoot out in DeWalt, something like that. But you can go in there and see. There's going to be all the live scores, all the updated scores, all the archers that have been shooting in each division, so you can kind of see where they are. Also, you'll see the live scores, like Matthew Parmenter right there at the top. You can see he's 20 of 60. Ryan Marsh, 20 of 60. So that tells you that their scores are live right now. If it says 60 of 60, you guys do the math. That means they've shot all their shots. And they're done. They're done for the weekend, or at least done for that shoot, unless they come back and shoot again. But there are a lot of shooters out there. Let's see. Just looking through the scores right now. A lot of good scores out there. We did have a 60X on Friday night from Derek Begno, one of the new pro staff shooters for Matthews. We have Logan Hamilton shot a 59X on or yesterday afternoon. Brian Paget shot a 58X. Aaron Ochoa shot a 53X. There's actually a lot of 300s when you look down there. Michael Shaw, Jeremy Woodruff. Some 300s from the adult division. If you go into the youth division, there's a few 300s there. One of the heartbreaking ones was Keegan Grissom, shot a 54X, but ended up shooting 1-4. And same, let's see if there was anybody else like that. But that was heck of a shooting round at 299 with 54Xs. Sandra Compton, one of our female pros, she shot a 300. Of course, all our pros shot 300s. They were right around 60, 58, and 57 Xs. Let's see. We have a few people still coming this afternoon. I say a few. There's a lot. We had Julia Cook, youth or young adult female. She shot a 357X. What a great start for the season for her. Josh Carter for the freestyle senior male shot a 351X. Ivy Gonzalez, 351X. Mike Boyd, 293 with 29 X's, leading his division. I'm just kind of scrolling through here real quick. Tracy Trigg, 353X in the bow hunter division. Let's see. Just seeing if there was anything else here. Any other ones to take note in? There's still some scores. I mean, I'm just seeing a lot of live scoring going on right now. That's it. So if you want to see it for yourself, go out there, just refresh the screen, and you'll know exactly where everybody stands. Let's see if anybody's dropped any X's yet. Daryl Dancer and Ryan Thomas are still clean with 25 X's apiece with a 300. Cole clean with a 125. You've got Wyatt Dorcas, 125, 24X. He's dropped 1X so far. Let's see. Matthew Parmenter, 125, still clean. All right, this will be the sixth end. Halfway mark. Halfway, once they finish, we'll have an 8-minute break. David likes to take an 8-minute break. I took a 9-minute break when he wasn't here, just for fun.
I just have to say, one of the Bowtechs down there has the brightest shirt in the history of bright shirts. Like, you could throw him out in the middle of the lake like a bobber
And still see him.
for fishing, and you would know.
Wow.
When I was like, I don't even know what to say. The brightest shirt. Oh, and Royce is down helping Julia.
Oh, good.
Yep.
What are
She's
they doing
shooting,
down
and
there?
he's
Oh,
being her cheerleader. She's doing great.
Awesome.
She goes to pull arrows. He goes with her. They're over in a 20.
So at the break, once they shoot this round, we're going to go ahead and jump right to Matthew Parmenter's podcast. You'll get to watch that video, at least 15 minutes of it probably. I'm going to start it a little early. We're not going to wait until they're done scoring because you guys can go online to see the scoring. But once they're done shooting, then we will we'll come back. And we'll come back and, I guess when they're done shooting, we'll go ahead and switch it over to the video real quick, and then you guys will be able to watch about 15 minutes of it, of the 50 minutes of it. So, I don't know where I was. Wendy muted me right when I was talking.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, poor Scott.
Poor Scott.
So
that
he
is right.
talked about the break that we're going to have, and then Matthew Parmenter, you're going to have his viewing come back on his podcast.
Video podcast.
That's where you were, Scott.
If you want to listen to it, you can listen to the whole thing. It's on Apple, on Spotify, on Amazon, on iHeartRadio. I don't know what else it's on, but it's on a lot of stuff. If you want to watch the video, you have to go to patreon.com, look up Raising an Archer, and it will be there. But just heads up, there is a charge. We're putting a lot of that stuff out there just to get some, so we can go ahead and build up our membership. And like I said, those dollars give us the ability to continue to do stuff like this. It's not a lot to be a part of the team, be part of the archery family.
And to make those at home feel like they're part of the family.
Right?
We all want to be loved.
Yep. Speaking of Matthew Parmenter, who needs a haircut.
Hey, maybe he likes it that way.
Maybe he likes it that way. Looks like he rolled out of bed and came in to shoot a little archery.
Might have.
Oh, let's see.
So Miss Anna
He has a
already.
close one down there. I can't tell.
Miss
That one on the
Anna
top right.
already shot. Is she shooting this afternoon, or she just come in to hang out today?
Why? I don't know.
Well, guess what today is?
Miss Anna Day?
It is. It's National Anna Day today.
How exciting.
It is.
Yeah, I think that one going to be really close. I would have loved to see him get that 300.
300.
I think Jacqueline's getting us a better. Yeah, that one's out. That's a 4.
Oh, yeah.
So he's dropped 1-4 so far. Still excellent shooting.
Still in it to beat his personal best.
Yep. Ooh, X.
He's like, that's what it should have been.
Right? He had to let down on that one, too, that he struggled with. I remember Rick Stonebreaker saying every time he lets it down, he felt like there's no way it can be a worse shot on the second one, so he got a second chance, which is actually a good way of saying it.
All right.
Let's go ahead and check Cole Ware right there on the left. Let's watch him with his target. We'll go ahead and highlight Cole on this one. I think Cole is clean so far. Clean as in hasn't dropped a 4. Taking a look right there, yep. Cole started off with an X. Another X. He's waving at the camera. Can he hear us? That wasn't talking too loud.
They always say they can hear us.
Let's see if we get a little picture-in-picture going there. Is that his target? Yep. You know, we got the music going down there loud. I don't know how you can hear us.
Because that one got turned away from us. Or turned
Somebody's
away from him.
loud. I think it's you. I think it's you. Your voice
Yes,
carries.
yes, it's me.
There it is, X. Good, strong shot. Why does he have to look at that one? It's like dead center.
He might be trying to slow down his shot.
It may be. Well, no, I guess it's half shaft. His first 2 were dead center. We got to Cole was, I think he knows he's on display maybe. Maybe somebody's got the audio going down there. He can hear us. Cole has 2 shots to go. He's looking strong, isn't he?
Yep.
Looks very strong. That's a 5. It's okay. It's all good. All good. Don't even worry.
But we're going to look.
Yep. He's clean. He's still good. He's still good. We're not really worried about X's. I say worried. I know they're all worried about X's. But let's just keep that 300 streak going. Again, there'll be a break after this round. This end,
8-minute break. Well, it is a round, too. This would be the first round.
First round, second half of the round.
Sixth
Coming up.
end of the round.
Of the end. Look at Matthew. Seriously, he slept on the right side last night.
He's so mad right now. Do not even.
I know. He does look mad.
Like
This sucks. I could kick a dog right now. This is exactly what I could do.
Don't, because it is also National Make a Dog's Day.
Ah. We've got one still on the line. All right,
And it's clear.
we are halfway through.
Yes, we are. Some are happy, some are not so happy.
Let me go ahead and set our timer. We're going to go ahead and do 15 minutes because if we start now, it'll be about 15 minutes before they start the next one. So I want you guys to go ahead and enjoy at least the first 15 minutes of Matthew Parmenter's video podcast.
Are you sure that we have?
Who is ready for raising an archer?
Me.
All right, we have Matthew Parmenter here with us, and what a pleasure it is to have you on the show with us.
It really is. I don't know why it's taken this long.
I know. I pushed the issue. She didn't want to have you.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
That was it. I was like, no, really, he's a good kid. And she's like, I don't know.
Well, I'm thrilled to be here, so thank you.
Well, Matthew
already.
Yeah, Matthew is one of the top recurve archers, youth archers in Houston, if not in the nation.
Yeah.
And we wanted to have you on the show, kind of
I love it.
get to
He
know
goes,
you. Yep. Even though he did come in third place in his first national competition.
that was his first national.
First nationals with the first year.
At
he
11,
comes in third. Yeah.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
I just don't bring that up.
We won't bring up that you got
Thank
beat
you.
by your little
That
brother,
was
but you know,
Painful memories right there.
he's all of a sudden in the corner rocking back and forth.
Yep.
Stupid third place.
To my brother who got second.
At my middle school, that's the only thing anyone ever remembers about my archery is that Ben beat me.
No way.
Yep.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah, because he made sure to tell a lot of people.
I don't. Why would he do that?
I have no idea.
See,
why would
being
they
an
do
only
that?
child, I wouldn't know anything about that.
So we have Matthew here. We want to kind of introduce him to everybody. So Matthew, tell us what discipline do you shoot? How old you are?
So I'm 16 years old, and I shoot Olympic recurve with a win bow.
How long have you been shooting?
I've been shooting for 5.5 years now, since this summer going into my 6th grade year. And that's been for the past 4 years now, 5 to 7 times a week. So,
All right, 5 to 7. That was one of the questions I was going to ask. And how did you get into archery?
So I got into archery because I was reading this book series called Ranger's Apprentice by John Flanagan. And it's this phenomenal series. And in it, the main character is this little boy who picks up archery, and it completely changes his life. It takes him all over the world. He gets to do the coolest things ever, and I just thought that was awesome. And so I really, really wanted to give archery a try. And actually for a while, for about 6 or so months, I was just shooting in my backyard with this little Genesis bow we had. And I got pretty good with it, actually. And
You
so
started with a compound.
I did start with a compound. Yep, a little bare bow compound. And so I asked my mom for my birthday if I could have some archery lessons, because I drove past Houston Archery every day on my way to school. I was like, hey, Mom, if I just went there, you could just drop me off and pick me up, and then we'd be all good. And so we did, and I got 4 lessons initially, and the first lesson, it was just phenomenal, and everything kind of clicked, and I understood it, and everything just kind of took off from there. And then within a couple months, I was competing, and then within a year, I'd set a state record and went on to nationals. Yeah.
Awesome. So how are you and that book character alike now?
Oh, boy. Well, I don't know how alike we are, but I went back and read it a couple months ago, and I just cringed at everything I read, because I was like, oh, that's not possible. That's not happening.
You didn't make those things happen?
No.
Nope.
Nope, no
Just
shot.
straight nope.
Did it say something like he was pulling like a 250-pound recurve bow?
It wasn't 250, but they said he initially started off with an 80-pound one. And
Of
Oh.
course, and that's what everybody starts off with.
I was like, oh, boy. Well, I think the Olympians are around 50. So giving a 14-year-old boy who's never shot before an
80-pound
80-pound bow a recurve, Not the best idea.
That is awesome. 80 pounds
80 pounds, yeah.
for recurve.
So I see your mom lots of places. Love her. What does she think about? Did she think that it was going to go this far?
Oh, not at all. There's no chance when I got into this that she was gonna that this was gonna take such a major turn and be such an integral part of my life. I mean, the first couple of lessons, it's just like, okay, he's good at this, but it's archery. So,
Right.
I mean, I was doing other sports at the time. I was playing basketball. I was playing baseball. And it's not really something when you get into it that you expect to be, so time consuming and so competitive, really. Because it's just something you never hear about. You hear about people going and hunting, but with a recurve bow, I mean, that really doesn't happen that much. So you think of it more as just a recreational thing, kind of for fun. And then once you go to a couple tournaments, man, you just get hooked.
Yes.
So, I mean, it really took off from there. And I think after, there was one tournament, it was here actually at Texas Archery, one of the SYWATs. I shot a 299 at 10 yards. And this was after maybe 6 months of shooting. And that kind of flipped a switch in me that I was like, all right, this is for real. I got a shot at doing something in this.
So you mentioned that you started out with a Genesis bow.
Mm-hmm.
And then we talk about you shoot recurve now. So how did that transition happen?
Well, it was actually a very natural transition because I was shooting it just like you would a normal recurve, right? I didn't have a release. I didn't have anything so I was using 3 fingers, and it actually, for the initial first couple of lessons, it actually really helped me with my anchor because, I mean, I had been doing it for 6 months now, and without any coaching or anything like that, I had gotten a pretty solid form down. And so it actually translated really, really well over just to shoot and recurve. Yeah.
What made you go to recurve?
Oh, that's all they offered.
Oh, that's all-
you go
okay.
up to Houston Archery, and if you're up there for lessons, you're shooting recurve.
You've got recurve or recurve.
You got recurve or recurve. Once you get past those initial wiles, there are some people who shoot bare bow, and then if you want to shoot compound, you have to specifically bring your own bow and talk to James and say, yeah, I'm going to shoot compound.
Okay.
Just held no appeal to me.
So right now, you had said you went to Seth at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Did you transition to a new coach, or are you still with Seth?
No, so I've had a bunch of coaches over the year. I've gone to Seth, I've gone to Coco, I've gone to Matt, and then I've been with James now for the past couple of years, and he's the one who really specializes on the top guys.
I think I know everyone except Seth.
Seth is James's brother or son-in-law.
Seth is James' son-in-law.
Son.
Son-in-law.
Son-in-law, yeah.
Son-in-law, yeah.
Okay, he's family.
His family, yeah.
There we go. Yeah.
What is your favorite thing about archery?
Oh, boy. There's a lot, but I think my favorite thing is just that every time I shoot, there's one shot during the 2 or 3 hours I'm shooting that I can pinpoint, and I can feel it at like 7 hours later when I'm going to bed at night and be like, oh, that was a wonderful shot. And after it, you just feel so good. I mean, I call it like my therapy, right? You only need one shot out of the 250 arrows you shoot just to be perfect. And it's such a good feeling knowing that, okay, I've been working so hard, but there's a glimmer of hope. There's,
Yeah, there.
I might
Practice sucked today, but there was that
there's
one
that
shot.
one shot, and then
They weren't all bad.
exactly. Maybe you do it in a tournament. Maybe you have that one perfect shot in a tournament, and you're like, you know what? I just do that every time. And
I love that because what a mental thing right there. Because if everyone could just focus on the one arrow, that one good one, well, then you forget about all the rest of them. And I would think, I could be wrong here, but I would think that would translate into, what did I do to make that one?
Absolutely. I mean, before every shot, if I had a good shot the shot before, I'm thinking, that's like me. That's what I do. That's what the next one's going to be like. All right. Every time I have a good shot, because if you don't reinforce anything, it's a wasted shot. I mean, anyone can shoot 300 arrows and shoot relatively well, right? If they're practicing all the time. But what separates the really, really elite shooters from the guys who shoot a lot is being able to reinforce what they do and really focus on every shot. Because if you're just flinging arrows down to the target, you might shoot pretty well in practice, right? but you're really not going to grow from that. You might get a little muscle memory, but in a sport that's so much about your mental game, you're not gaining anything by just shooting and not thinking about anything. So every shot that I do well, it's all about reinforcing what I did and making the next shot like that.
How mature is that from a 16-year-old? I'm like going, oh my goodness, can we just record that one part and like hit replay for everybody?
Guess what? We did record it.
I did. What I'm talking about is like at home. Hey, Julia, here, listen.
So there was, you mentioned the word fling. And I remember one time talking with Michael Braden and I said something about flinging arrows. And he just like removed that word from our vocabulary because that was when we were really, when we were first getting into it. Because we don't fling arrows as elite archers.
Nope.
It's almost like a business when you show up for practice at this level. Once you get to that level, you have a game plan, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that you were talking a little bit. You kind of touched on the mental part of it, but is there any type of mental management that you're going through, or is that
self-taught?
Yeah.
Well, so James, my coach, is very good about teaching mental stuff. But over all my years of archery, that has been what I've struggled with by far the most.
Most people do.
Yeah. It's the pulling through the clicker part. And the only part that I would love about compound is not having a clicker that I have to pull through, because it's such a mental barrier that I've had to break. And so every time I'm in practice now, that's really all I'm focusing on, right? I've got the form down. My good shots are about as good as it's going to get, but it's repeating those. And what helps me repeat those is having that strong pull through the clicker. And so what I have to focus on is when you get to such a high level and there's such a small margin of error that you have when you're competing at the really elite levels, you feel like every shot has to be a 10, right? And you have to control every shot.
Right.
Everything has to be perfect and you can't miss. If you shoot an 8, your life's over and stuff like that. But
I thought that was your life was over.
Yeah,
when you shot an 8, I thought that's what happened.
Yeah, it just
if
ends.
Julia does, then she's like, yeah, that's.
And so
you see it on her face.
Tournament is
it's
over.
over. You're done. You're leaving, Mom. I'm getting out of here.
This bow is going to the trash as I walk out.
Exactly, snapping the arrows. Yeah, but so what I've really been focusing on is it's so hard. When you get to that level, you want to control everything about your shot. You don't want to let go. You want to control it into that 10 ring, but you really can't. You have to let go of everything you're doing. And so what I've been doing is I've been scoring rounds based on how many good pull through the clickers I've had rather than good scores. And so it really helps you change what you're focusing on. And another thing I do is I'll think of when I'm shooting the target, anything in the red is a good shot, right? Anything in the red is a 10, okay? So what that helps you do is it helps you think of archery like you're shooting blank bail, right? Because anyone can shoot really well on blank bail because you don't have to hit anything, right?
Right?
You just have your beautiful form. You don't have to worry about hitting anything, and you just have the most wonderful shots of your life. So when you're focusing on not shooting 10s, right, and you're just focusing on what you're doing behind the line in your form, you can actually end up shooting a hell of a lot better because you're not trying to control everything and you're letting your processes work out themselves.
Yeah, I was looking at, so Ryan was working on some stuff today, and it shows he shot a Vegas round, and there's a bunch of G's, O's, N's, basically. I'm not sure what they all stand for, but good shot, okay shot. I think that's kind of what it is. Not a good shot. That's my guess. He'll probably correct me when he listens to this podcast. But that is part of, he grades every single shot.
Absolutely.
And that way he can say, okay, those was 3 great shots. And it may be great, probably great. Good is so looking at trying to execute a good round and see how many goods versus or greats versus okay versus meh shots.
Well, and that's the thing about shooting in practice is when you're shooting in practice, you can get away with meh shots, right? Meh shots in practice when you're at a high level are going to be 10s, right? Most of the time. You might have a couple 9s in there, but meh shots in tournaments,
not
those meh shots that you shot in practice turn to crap in tournaments, right? With that added mental pressure. And so in practice, you really have to up your standards for what you're doing, because you have to realize, okay, there's no pressure on me right now. If I shoot an 8, no one's going to see, doesn't matter, right? So you have to try and put pressure on yourself, but it's never going to get to like what it is in the tournament. So you really have to improve your standards, not what you're scoring, but what your shots are like. Because I've shot really high, like 295 plus on the 40 centimeter target scores in practice that I realize those aren't going to fly in a tournament. That's a 280 in a tournament because I just crapped my way through that. None of those shots are repeatable in a tournament, right? I shot a couple X's that would have been 7s, right? And in tournament, those shots just aren't going to fly. So you have to hold yourself to a higher standard in practice.
So it's kind of like if a tree falls in the.
All right, welcome back. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video of Matthew Parmenter. If you want to see the whole thing, go to patreon.com and look up Raising an Archer, and it will be there.
You'd have to pay.
You'll have to pay.
Was it $5?
$5. That gets you access to
$5.
all the stuff that's out there. And we're continuing to add more and more stuff to that. We want to continue to do stuff like that, and hopefully, I know it's $5, but $5 goes a long ways when we can continue to put that toward what we're doing here. Maybe we'll get some sponsorships at some point. We don't have any, but that's okay. Somebody else that just woke up and came to shoot.
Poor baby. He might have had a cap on.
Maybe.
You're right over there.
It's all right. I'm hiccuping or something. I don't know.
Or something.
We've got 6 more ends.
5 more after this one.
Yep. Let's see. Do we have anybody that is still clean on X's? Daryl Dancer has
Tiny Dancer.
It looks like Ryan dropped 1 X on the last end. Dancer is clean with 30 X's right now. We have Logan Hartman with a 148. He dropped 2 points on that freestyle Cub division.
Freestyle.
Cole Ware is still clean with a 150. 24X.
So the 1X that he dropped?
No, he's dropped 6.
No, he's, yeah.
Wyatt is
I
at
was
29.
trying to do the math in my head.
Yeah, Wyatt has dropped 1X so far. Let's see what else we have of interest. You guys can go look for yourself.
Well, every archer is of interest.
There's just so many to pick from. There you go. Yeah, Matthew Parmenter did drop 1-4 on that first half.
I just saw Carson and Cheney are in the house. 2 Aggie shooters.
Going to shoot the 130 line this afternoon.
That is funny.
Yeah, it's not funny.
It's funny.
Sorry, we had to step away for 1 second. I know,
my
dead air,
goodness.
not good, but we're trying to play the part of professionals. Well, this is TFAA's Shoot Your Way Across Texas indoor season. It is the largest, I don't know what you call it, competition in the state. I mean, it is ginormous. By the end, there's thousands of people that shoot this. They will have...
So not just this one location. You're talking about all of
Yes.
the different, what did I say? 72 different SYWATs this year, which several locations, including Texas
There's
Archery.
34 locations.
Yes.
72 individual shoots.
Yes.
So there's a few out there that you can shoot. So that means you can shoot 72 times if you wanted to.
Hey, Scott.
If hold on, I've got something here. 72. So if you shot every single,
How many arrows
Shoot.
would that be, Scott?
no, how much would it cost you?
Oh, you're talking about entry fees.
Yeah, entry
well, I already
fees.
saw your phone, so it's
Oh,
not.
okay. It's $1,800. So if you shot
that as an
every
adult?
single one as an adult, yes. If you
Because
shot
the
it,
fees are different.
yeah, if you shot as a youth, it'd be $1,440. Just chump change. That's just change out of Wendy's pocket these days.
Yeah. That's why I told Julia, I was like, hey, we've got to focus on one part because I do not make enough money to travel for everything.
How many arrows? If you shot every single SYWAT, just one time, just one of their times, one
Lizzie
of the
didn't
location.
like that one. It was a 4.
You know, you shot every single location just one time. How many competition arrows would that be? That would be 4,320 shots.
Not including practice arrows.
Right. That's just competition arrows, scoring arrows.
Man, it got quiet. The
So
music-
easily you could be over, you know,
I got it going.
what's it, 72 times. So that's easily over 5,000 arrows.
Cole approves of the music.
Is it a little loud?
I don't know. I can't tell with it being towards us now.
I think it's good.
Okay.
Somebody will tell us to turn it down if we
No,
need to.
Stonebreaker's not here.
Yeah. Rick he'll be here this afternoon though,
Okay, well, I won't be here, so that would be all you, my friend.
my friend. Oh, speaking of Rick, everybody keep it down. There's Rick. Rick just walked in the door.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, Scott.
Hey, Wendy, how are you?
I'm good. Guess what the quote of the day is?
What is it?
There is nothing permanent except change.
That's true. True dat. True dat.
All right, we are going down and scoring the first end of the second half. And there goes Miss Anna out to score with the Cubs. And it is National Anna Day.
It is National Anna Day. What and what does Anna win for National Anna Day?
She should win hugs from all of those Cubs. At least high fives.
At least high fives. Seventh end, 5 more ends to go.
So glad you could do that math.
I know you can't. And there we go. Anna with the littles.
Mm-hmm. The two
Yeah.
boys on her right are going to make sure that it is done correctly because they are brothers.
You know, Griffin Archery, they have their new shop opening up here soon. When is their shoot? Do you know?
I do
When's their
not
shoot?
know.
Maybe we should sneak out there and do a live coverage of their event one day. That would be
That'd
fun.
be cool. It'd be cool to do it of their opening.
Yeah. Jay and Michelle, give us a holler. Let us know. We can make that happen. We'll bring Jacqueline.
Like Jacqueline's like, what?
You want to travel with us? And travel the world? You want to travel the world with us? I think you got to have
Farthest we've
I think you do
gone.
have to have a passport to get into Tyler, though.
The lights are out, you stumble in the dark. You kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life is lemons, just remember. Just remember. Just remember.
archers are coming back up to the line. This is end number 7. Bottom shooters are up. So if these folks were top shooters for the first half, at the half, they switched their targets from top to bottom, and now they are bottom shooters. Bottom shooters are shooting first. If they started out as a bottom shooter at the half, they moved their target to the top, and they are now top shooters. So we do have bottom shooters on the line. Hey, Josie is back with us.
Joe's in the
You must have
house.
finally got some sleep, my friend. My friend. And he is
See-
my friend.
See, it just sounds weird when you say that.
No,
Like
Joe
it looks
is
like you
my
got some. Looks like you
friend.
got some sleep, Joe. That's how you would say it. You wouldn't say, "Looks like you got some sleep, my friend." It just doesn't come across genuine at all.
Oh,
because you
my
forgot his name.
goodness. I said Joe.
But you
I
probably
said Joe several
Yeah,
times.
but the reason why you say friend is because you forgot their name.
Well, no, because I said my friend Joe.
No.
Yeah. You're so not nice to me. This is day 3. By
Day
this
3.
time, you should be like, yep, you're right, Wendy.
No. No.
I don't think I'll ever see that.
No, I don't think so. That just gave me like the creeps.
Oh, creepy Scott.
There you go. Carson and Cheney are down there talking to David, Allen.
Ooh.
There's Cole. There you go. There's Cole. Shooting his elite result.
Got a lot of freestylers out
Yeah.
there today.
Looking good.
So you might need to check. We had Jimmy registered as a trad, a traditional. That is not what he is shooting today.
No, that is not. I'll have to fix that. Because that looks like a compound to me.
I would say.
We'll fix that.
Got some recurves out here.
She's got cool hair, doesn't she?
She does. It is pretty. Pretty curls.
Back to Cole.
He's like, eh.
There's 4 X's and a 5. We'll take it.
Yep.
Nope, maybe 3 X's.
Yeah.
It's close.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's out. So 2 out of the X's. Still in for 5s. Still keeping it clean. Let's keep it clean, people. Let's keep it clean.
Matthew Parmenter.
Matthew Parmenter.
Parmenter.
We learned a few new things about him. You'll have to
Yes, we
watch or
did.
listen to the podcast to hear about him.
Yep. We're not going to give it all away.
That's right. That's right. Like I said, it was a very good podcast. There's a lot of good podcasts out there.
There are.
We had one with earlier this month, or end of last month. It was Lily Aguilar from Wisconsin? Where's she from?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
That was awesome.
Yeah, a very good one. She was at Nationals, and so we did that one kind of remote. I was with her. You were remote.
Yeah. From my dining room table.
From her dining room table. That was very good. I love getting the perspective from the kids because
I do too.
you know, I think it's a good thing for other archers to listen to. It's like these are top archers in the nation, and they talk about their practice, talk about their social life, and how they manage it all. It's good stuff. I mean,
As parents, we've
Very
got
mature.
a very good perspective of how to get into it, what it's going to take, what we should be doing as parents, how we handle things as parents. And, but being that neither one of us were archers and youth archers, I should say, we don't really come with the perspective from the kids. So the
Yeah.
only way we can get that is by interviewing youth archers and getting their perspective
Yep.
on it.
There's Elena from Griffin Archery out in Tyler, Texas. We've got
Happy
archers
to
from.
have her here.
I love them wearing their shooting jerseys because
Yes.
then we know where they're from.
Exactly.
we can
Represent
figure
your
things out.
shops.
Yep. Jay and Michelle are some of my favorite people, too, the owners of Griffin Archery. I don't know if you've met them, have you?
I don't believe I have.
You will love them.
Sounds great. I look forward to meeting them.
Michelle's a little fiery. Little fiery. Jay's a little quiet.
What's wrong with that? Have you tried the quiet side?
Yeah. I'm looking forward to getting back out to Tyler and seeing their new shop.
Hudson is not looking happy. As parents, we do recognize some of the faces that these youth archers show us while shooting.
A lot of times you can tell right after the shot if it was
Oh,
a good
yeah.
shot or a bad shot.
Especially with your son.
Yes. That's not bad.
That's not bad. I think that one's in.
I think
That
it is,
top right
too.
one. For a 25.
This is what Jacqueline does that's very good is she gets on the archer and then actually gets on the target so you can actually see what that
and
round
there's at
looks
times I
like.
think she's reading my mind.
I know.
Yeah.
She is so good.
Yes, she is.
We got a little Lizzie action here.
She didn't like that one
yeah, her
either.
face. It's pretty clean.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
There's a 4 there.
Her second. This is her second time to ever shoot a competition.
So what? The Texas Ringer was her first?
Yes.
Oh, people down there hollering.
What a way to step into it,
All
right?
that. Yeah.
So when this thing ends, Wendy and I'll go down there and collect all the scorecards. We multitask.
Right?
I wish we had people.
I
that we
just
could
do what Scott tells me to do.
You know what? If we could only get to a point where we had people that just handled things. But it doesn't work that way.
Well, I think I offended Jeremy last night.
What'd you do?
You told me to go down there and collect scorecards. I went down there, stood beside him. Oh, you're here. Well, I guess I'm out then. And I was like, what? Well, you got this. And he shook Rowdy's hand. And I'm like, what? I think I offended him. I
Nah,
didn't
you're
mean
good.
to. I would gladly let him handle that.
Right? Yeah, absolutely.
Mr. Stonebreaker is in the house. He's down there checking folks out.
I think everybody knew that when I got real quiet. Everybody be quiet.
He's not shooting this line. I could raise the volume.
Carson and Cheney from Texas A&M.
Yep.
Couple of the top archers in the state, if not the nation. Carson is definitely one of the tops in the
Yes.
nation. She, I think she went to Ireland. And shot
I don't
there.
remember where it was. There's been so many international shoots lately.
Yeah.
It's been hard to keep up with them.
Love
Of course,
seeing
Julia likes hanging out with them.
these. Yep.
She loves Cheney and Carson both. Cheney has been around Julia for years now and always treats her like she's the same age. Just never seems to mind.
Bunch of good kids.
Yes.
Rick Stonebreaker.
Mm-hmm.
Got David Allen. If you don't know who David Allen is, there he is.
Field governor, quite rude to be yawning while you're talking.
Nobody knew until you said something.
Yeah. David Allen's been field governor for years.
He has.
I mean, Julia's very first tournament ever was a SYWAT, and that was at X10 Archery in Houston, and he was there. So he and Aaron Christmas were the two that just helped Julia out. Aaron was a bow tech there at the time. But the two of them just took her under their wing, and
Yep.
here we are today.
Rick's taking a look at the Shooter of the Year buckles.
Uh-huh.
I believe he won one.
I was going to say, but where's your
Let's
list?
see. We got him on. It's down there now.
Oh, it is? You
Yeah.
found
Oh,
it?
well, no, I printed another
Oh,
one.
you printed another one. I feel like our folks are slowing down.
I know. It's getting a little.
Yesterday was
definitely.
sloth day. Not today.
Not today.
Y'all
Boy,
need to
they-
pick it up.
Man, I got to tell you, we did the 6 o'clock line. We were done within 2 hours with practice.
Oh my gosh, that was
That was
amazing.
so fast. It was so good.
We had this place cleaned up thanks to Rowdy and Stacy and Adam Shackelford, but this place was cleaned up and we were out of here I think before 8:30.
Yeah. And we stopped and had ourselves a little Brewster's.
Okay, please say that Brewster's is ice cream. When you said we had little Brewster's, it sounded like something other than ice cream. But yes, we had some ice cream.
We had spiked ice cream last night.
No, we did not.
All right,
I
let's
had
see.
a turtle sundae.
Let's take a looks. A looks.
A look-see.
Are we still clean? Daryl Dancer dropped an X
Oh,
on that
man.
round. So
Could've
there goes
been.
that 60X. So
Was he the only one
No one.
that was clean with?
I think that was it.
X's?
I think that was it.
Dang. Well, you'll have to let me know this afternoon if anybody makes it.
I will. Looking.
Derek would be so stinking excited if he was the only person for the weekend.
Well, if the percentages are right, we usually only have one, but that first year
Oh,
we
really?
had two at one time slot.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
All right, here go our next set of arrows for the
Cole.
bottom line.
Cole's clean with 200 points right now. That is Jimmy Chilcutt. Jimmy's been around for a while.
Yes, he is. Retired policeman.
He even looks like a retired policeman. Don't mess with him.
Don't mess with Jimmy.
I'll have to change because that does not look like a trad bow.
Good thing I caught that. You're welcome, Scott.
Thank you. Because you'd probably put out be a pretty good trad score.
Right?
I need to fix that. Let me write that note down here. Fix.
Fix it, Felix.
Little Texas Aggie action down there with the executive. I say that because he's wearing a button down to shoot archery.
So Barbara, she's shooting as a trad.
So that's Scott Marsh shooting.
Yep.
Shooting with his
Button
button-down
down.
shirt. He must have come, or he's going right to church after this, I'm sure. Maybe he went to the early service and showed up here by 9.
Oh, my word.
Maybe the midnight service, stayed up all night.
Midnight service.
Yeah. Looks like he's shooting an elite. Love seeing all the archers. The what Bill? That's 4. Yeah. So Carl, the guy behind him, we found his phone.
Oh, it was
earlier.
his?
Yeah, that was
I
Carl's
heard you
phone.
say, who likes Matthews or something?
And
I
then
don't
he
even
also
know.
had Hoyt on there, so he's
Oh.
showing the love for both.
He's
I should have
covering
looked to
all
see
his
what he's
bases.
shooting.
What he's shooting?
He's probably shooting a. He's shooting a. Maybe he's shooting like a Matthews with Hoyt cams or something like that. I hear a lot of people do that. We got Dan Confer at full draw, shooting an elite. There's a lot of elites down there.
Yeah, there are. It's a 25.
For X's potentially. Got Cole Ware still at full draw, the last one on the line. shoots 5 X's. 5 X's. Let's see how Tiny Dancer's doing. 5 X's. We've had a lot of great scores this weekend.
Still one more line to go this afternoon, so I can see more to come.
Yawned again. I'm going to sleep good tonight, I can tell you that much. I was like worried that I wasn't going to wake up for some reason this morning. Had multiple alarms going.
I tried staying up working until 10:30, and it was like 10:21, and I found myself falling asleep with the computer on my lap. I'm like, this isn't going to work.
Tim Case out there saying, behave, you two.
Oh, my goodness.
We'll try, Tim.
Well, I do a pretty good job of it. You on the other hand, why you laugh?
We're supposed to keep it honest, Wendy.
Mine
online.
is.
We need to keep it honest. Okay, let's keep it real.
Keeping it real.
Yeah, Diana. Well, is that Diana's target? Yep, there's Diana. Those trad jerseys keep showing up. They're good-looking jerseys. I really like what they did.
You mean
see those.
Diane?
Huh?
Diane?
Isn't that Diane?
Yeah, but you were saying Diana.
Oh. Whatever.
Whatever.
Everybody knows what I'm talking about, who I'm talking about.
Oh, my goodness. Do they?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Don't usually see her shooting a compound.
She shot the compound last weekend.
She jumps around. Well, sometimes you'll see her shoot multiple bows in a weekend. Oh, she's shooting fingers. So she's shooting Bow Hunter Freestyle Limited.
Yep.
That is David Allen's game.
Well, actually, Freestyle Limited.
Freestyle Limited. Okay.
Yep, she had that with her and Brian last weekend.
Jacqueline, how do you like the new equipment? It's good?
She gave
You like
us a
it better?
thumbs up.
You like it worse? About the same? There's a lot of buttons. Hey, but it's less. Well, it may not be less equipment. Before there was multiple pieces. Now it's just all in one board. It just looks more intimidating.
Our camera woman did express that when she walked up on yesterday morning. She's like, there's a whole lot of buttons.
Who was that? Oh,
Jacqueline,
yeah.
our camera woman.
She's like, wait a minute, this looks different. Cables look
I
different.
remember her saying there's a whole lot of buttons, and you explained that top half, you don't even use. Don't worry about
Yeah,
that.
don't even worry about that. Don't even worry.
Had
Hudson, full draw. Was it a good shot? I couldn't tell. Almost like he rolled his eyes when he shot it. Like, what the heck?
These kids don't hold back.
Now he's smiling. The emotions of archery.
Oh my gosh. The faces of archery. Well, that can go two ways. You've got the faces of archery where, the kids, the adults, the seniors, if you look at it that way. Then you've got the facial expressions of archery.
Yes.
Which Julia does not hold back.
She always looks like she's crying anyways.
Yesterday, she replayed the recording. She's like, oh my gosh. I can see, she said, several of the archers Aaron Ochoa
Right. Like-
had come up to her and said, what's wrong? Are you okay?
Why are you crying?
I said that I had to have you keep looking at her target and go, what just happened?
Just happened. What the heck?
You going to show the 300 buckle?
I think so.
Well, you do that.
We're going to go ahead and
Show them what they could win, Scott.
here's a picture of the buckle this year.
Yes.
That is the 300 Club buckle. You'll get it for free if you shoot 300 this weekend and shoot another one in our January
and
shoot.
why do you say free?
Because you can purchase this if you'd like. If you shoot a 300 and you can't make our January one, or you show up to January and you don't shoot a 300, or you come in January and you want that buckle and you shoot your 300 and you did not shoot or shoot one at our October one. Let's make this as complicated as possible. You can buy one. If you shoot two of them, you get one for free. That's the simple part. If you only shoot
There
one,
you
you can
go.
buy one.
Yes, because Scott made a commercial of sorts and posted online.
Commercial. Nope, it was just a picture.
Well, the writing that you had with it even made me think that you had to buy the buckle
I'm going
this
to
year.
charge you for one. I think that's fair.
Oh, my girl, I am not buying a buckle. We have so many buckles.
So many buckles.
You earn it, you get it.
That's
Then
right.
Jessica Garcia has got a shout out to Diane Massey. Says, I love you. Get it. Get it, girl. Love doing shout outs for folks. And Jessica, thanks for being online with us this morning. Just a reminder to everyone that there is an afternoon shoot. I am not real sure if it is going to be a live feed because I have a family birthday to go to.
Lame. Very lame.
But we will be live next weekend from Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Archery Competition.
We will.
Yes, it is in October. So don't think that this is pre-recorded or that shoot would be pre-recorded. It is not. They have changed the date this year to allow for additional archers, more archers, just opening up the registration for more archers. We're excited for that shoot. I believe we're all driving in to Houston on Friday to set up for that. And shooting will begin Saturday morning.
Yep.
Means I need to have my car packed Friday morning so I can go straight from school. I believe that's Haley Marsh there beside Cole Ware. Two X's right there.
Good
5
round.
and a 4, yeah.
Cole looks pretty cool out there, doesn't he?
Pretty cool.
Look at him. He's
If you say so.
Cool and calm.
Showing cows, they used to say I was the 3 C's, calm, cool, and collected.
There you go.
My ag teacher called me Cool Breeze.
Cool breeze. 3 X's there for Cole.
Oh, you went somewhere that, again, who was our friend that said you had to...
There's Dancer.
Tiny Dancer. Look, he got a sweet haircut,
Yes.
didn't he?
He has one close one, top left corner. Looks like it's in from here. Yeah. I think
I
it's
can't
close.
tell if he's got knot crushers on there. Are they bigger than the shaft? I don't know. Because I can't tell what the hole.
He's shooting 27s. He's taking advantage of all of that space.
Then that would have to be some really
I mean-
big points if they were bigger than the shaft of a 27.
Yeah.
Might go into that 30.
Like, wait a minute. Looks like a broadhead on the end of that thing.
That's the only one in question.
It's close. It's close.
Yeah.
Cole is at full draw on his last arrow.
There he went.
Smooth. Smooth. Five X's. We got Wyatt stepping up. Behind him is Toby Ragsdale. He's blowing the dust off his release. Again, this is SYWAT. The next weekend, this was the first weekend of SYWAT. Next weekend, they have 4 locations. Those 4 locations will be X10 here in Houston. If you want to register for that, do it online. The other locations, you'll have to call the shops to reserve a time and a spot. Leading Edge out of Bernie, Texas. Send Arrow there in Bolton, Texas, and Cinnamon Creek out in Roanoke.
Send Arrow, Sendero. That's a pretty cool name.
Yep. Cinnamon Creek is where the state championship will be. So if you want to get the look and feel of what the state championship will be like, go check out Cinnamon Creek. They've got a big location over there.
I just wonder, their other shoots, I wonder if they are as muddy as it normally is at
Muddy.
state.
I know it seems like it always rains.
Muddy and cold.
You know, even when we went out there to do the Reinhardt 100, it's muddy. It rains. It's just like every time we go.
Matthew Parmenter and Toby Ragsdale. Matthew at full draw, and he let down on that one.
Toby Rags, Dale. A lot of these archers you'll see in Vegas as well shooting. It's
Right.
a lot of us have already gotten our flights, right, Wendy?
Nope. A lot of you have gotten your flights. A lot of us.
Wendy White likes to wait until she has to spend the most money on
No,
flights.
I was so stinking mad. You know, Friday night, knowing that the flights are going, I'm like,
I told you just to book it.
I don't have
I said
the money
you are
to
going.
just
I was
book it.
you're going. Just book it. I know you're going. She acts like I don't know if we're gonna go this year, and
Well,
then
I don't want to spend the money. That's what Julia kept saying. I don't know.
Just- the one thing
Sunday
you
walks in. You know what? Yeah, let's go. Well, honey, the flights are already.
you may be driving now.
No.
We'll see you there because we're flying. Good shot, Toby. Good shot.
Is that what Matthew just told him? Probably.
Looks like he's sporting a
Look out.
domino duo. Him and his 2-finger. Is that 2-finger, 3-finger? Can't tell from that angle.
He didn't like that shot.
Matthew Parmenter. It's like,
Dang.
this is like Ryan, man. He is like Ryan, and he like, wow. Like Ryan's like, are you kidding me? Like you
Yeah.
could read his lips when he let down. Like, are you kidding me right now?
You know, doing archery, it's doing the live feeds. We might all just start telling archers that they have to watch what they say. You know, it's like the football players. The camera's right on them.
Yeah, I guess.
Seeing
You know
their
what we should do? You know what we should do is we should put mics on them.
No, we talked about that before, and we
then-
both, and I said
then,
no.
And then when they go down there, we can hear exactly what they're talking
No.
about. That would be
No.
awesome. I love that idea. Still love the idea.
No.
Just like football, whenever they turn it on for the coach.
Yeah. Or we would have to have our finger constantly. Beep. Right?
No.
Depends on who they're scoring with.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Love seeing the fist bumps.
All right. And you know what? I think she just recorded that too. Here's an instant replay of Matthew's last shot. There it is. Last shot from Matthew Parmenter.
Nice.
I love the instant replay
I don't even
on
know
that.
what the shot was, but
Yeah, they knuckle bumped it. Us practicing a little bit with our instant replay. That was a good one, too, with the knuckle bump and
it
everything.
really was. Great timing on that. But Jacqueline's like, please don't add any more equipment.
Yeah. What
Yeah,
can we
she's shaking her
add? What
head.
can we add in the next
No.
week?
No.
She just eyeballed me.
She'd probably be like, I quit. You can't do that.
You got to admit, this is a little
But-
cooler. This is a little cooler stuff. We got a little better setup. It really is. You're like, but it is.
You cannot run off our camera woman.
The instant replay is pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. Love seeing the reaction that we just had between those two
Yeah.
archers.
The knuckle bump. What time was that? What was that?
He had a
That was
silver
at,
senior and a young, young adult, and to see the sportsmanship between the two of them was really cool. And we see that a lot. It
Yep.
doesn't get shown a lot, but we see it a lot.
We caught that one on video, so
Yes, we did.
that'll be a good one to highlight.
Absolutely. All right.
No,
So as
just
you can
4 more
see, they're
ends.
down there scoring. 4 more ends to go. I can see my family has left the house for the birthday party.
They left early.
No, remember it's in Kingwood.
Oh. Daryl Dancer and Ryan Thomas are still just dropped 1x so far. That's pretty good shooting. Cole Ware is still clean at 250, so 4 more ends and he'll have his 300. Wyatt is still sitting there with just 1 dropped X. Excellent shooting.
Nice.
Looking to see if anybody else is
Not sure. It
clean.
almost looked like
Matthews
Mr.
has
Stonebreaker
still only
was-
dropped 1 point so far, and it was on that 6th end.
Nice. Be great if he could beat his personal best here.
Yeah, 298 was his shot. Excellent shot. And he dropped that 1-4 on the last end, maybe the last arrow. Thanks, Coach Seth. He says, loves the commentary, Scott and Wendy.
Oh, thank you.
We try.
We love having you with us. Still got several down there pulling their arrows, including our 2 bales of cubs.
You know, our numbers are continuing to grow. Like when we first doing this, we were just excited to have 10 people watching at one time. Now it looks like even at one point today, there was over 30 people watching. That's when I had a captive audience. Then now, even right now, we're still sitting at about 25 people watching this. So that's pretty cool.
Yes. And then we do see that there's a growth of views after the tournament where people go back and watch it.
Yep. You know, they share it and all that good
Right.
stuff.
All right. Bottom line, archers are up.
Looks like we got Ava with the cool hair. We got Ryan on the right.
In his bath towel.
Ryan is 49 X's so far.
Oh, I thought you were trying to give away his age. I'm like, he does not look 49.
Him and I look a lot alike.
Amy said last night, no, you had gray hair when you were in high school.
That's true. That is true. At least I still have hair. That's good. That's the good part.
Oh.
Ryan
trying to say?
Ryan is shooting very good. Wow, I was like holding my own breath on that one. What on earth?
It's an X.
X, good shooting.
2 X's there. He's looking nervous.
He doesn't look all or nervous. Look, he's got shades on and everything.
Yeah, but he just stood there without even knocking an arrow.
Maybe he didn't like the shot.
Can't really tell with him.
He got
It's
it.
Another X.
Yep. Clean. Here we go. Who is that? Let me see. That is...
That's one of the marshes.
That's Callie. We have Callie down there,
Got
and
a
she's
family of
a
4 shooting.
Olympic recurve. No, yeah. I was like, no, yeah. Yep, she's Olympic recurve. Got her target up in the top right corner.
We've got Scott, Ryan, Callie, and Haley.
Wow, that's a lot
Marsh.
of kids.
Well, one's a dad.
That's a lot of, yeah, that's a lot. Why would anybody have that many kids? I wouldn't know.
Says Scott Booth.
Oh yeah, somebody we never did answer the question. You know, how many kids does Scott Booth have, and how many kids does Wendy have? Does anybody
way
that's
less than you.
anybody that's listening? Does anybody know how many children Scott has? And
They can't keep up.
Even and I'll give you a hint. When my wife and I had our last one, she kept telling everybody I was her second. That she was my second wife and was having a kid. I was like, no, you're not that young. She's acting like she was the young one.
Oh,
It's like, that's not funny.
no, I didn't laugh.
She's like, yeah, I'm the second wife. I'm having a kid with him. Like, no, you didn't. We've had a bunch of kids together. She said she felt younger that way.
See me? I just dance. I feel younger when I dance. Start chill cut. I can see in another camera, just sitting down,
Just chilling.
chewing on something. What you
Chilling
got?
like a villain.
No.
Lizzie walked in front of him, stealing his glory. There's Don. Mr. West Virginia.
Mountain Mama. I don't think he's wearing a West Virginia shirt today, though.
Oh, why would you say that? Because he's wearing the Saddle River one?
Alrighty then.
He's holding a long
There
time,
goes
isn't he?
Scott again.
Oh, you're gonna get on to me about that.
That was a good one. He killed the spider.
Killed it. He killed it. We need to figure out how to do polls. Put polls out there for people.
To do what with?
I don't know. See if anybody likes your, sayings of the day, or
Oh, okay. All right.
what were you thinking I was talking about?
Crossbow.
Oh, crossbow, right. Really? You went there? You went there with pole?
And then I just said that I like dancing. And I was like, not that kind.
Wow.
I think our camera lady just about lost it. That's why I was offended
So
with
the-
what you were
So the
trying
table,
to ask
so
or
the
say.
table, so the
Now you're
table
gonna
you
bring in
put,
tables.
the table you put in your bedroom was right next to what?
I don't know if y'all can hear on our mics, but our camera woman did just lose it. Literally.
Now
I
she's
can
embarrassed.
hear her.
Now she's embarrassed.
You should be embarrassed, Scott.
You should be embarrassed. You started
oh,
it.
my word. I did not crossbow.
You did start it.
Oh, my gosh.
Hudson,
And
Houston Archery Center.
he is shaking his head. That's what I do. I shake my head at Scott all the time.
At least he combed his hair. His hair looks good. Got a good hair day going today. All right, let's see.
We do still have archers on the line. Several.
little picture-in-picture action going on. Somebody just shut the door and their camera wiggled.
That drives me nuts.
Nothing I can do about it.
I think that ought to be part of the announcements.
Yeah, stop shutting doors.
Do not slam the doors or let the doors slam.
The side walls are pretty good. They don't shake like the ceiling one does. Maybe 3 5s and 2 4s.
Maybe. All right, here we go to score again.
Cole Ware looks pretty clean. Good round, good shooter.
Oh,
How many children do I have? I have 4. I have 4 kids. 3 girls, 1 boy. A lot of people were surprised at that. They always thought I just had 1 child, which was Ryan, with no wife. My wife was taking care of the girls, taking them all over the place. Ryan has 2 older sisters that kept her pretty busy, and Ryan kept me pretty busy.
and
When-
then what about Ellie?
Yeah, and then we had Ellie, and then Ellie's
And
keeping
then
us.
we had Ellie. That's kind of like with Matthew. And then there's Ben.
All the kids once we got the first 2 moved out. Amy was like, "All right, we're at the final 4," which my second daughter was always upset over. Like, you act like you don't care about us anymore. We got the final 4 here. Then Ryan going to A&M. He's gone most of the time. Feels like.
You know, your math is not adding up. Once we got the first 2 moved out, we were down to the final 4.
Which is Amy, me.
Oh, okay. Not the final 4 kids.
Nope, final 4 people.
Oh.
And now we're down to the final 3.
Well, you're
With
not
Ellie.
down to the final. See, your math is still not adding up. Because look,
There's Amy, me, and Ellie. Final 3.
oh, Ryan did move out. Well, did he really move out?
He hasn't really
didn't
moved out,
move
but he's gone all the time, though.
Yeah, he drives back and forth to A&M.
Yeah, and he stays out there in Temple sometimes with his sister, his oldest sister. I have 2 grandkids. That feels weird saying that out loud. You and I are like the same age, and I have 2 grandkids.
But you're not the same age. I am younger.
Not by much.
But I am younger.
If you shot archery, what division would you be in?
I don't know.
I do.
What?
Senior.
Oh, well, yeah, because I don't know.
Yep, I know.
Still,
This is why she says I'm mean.
I'm still younger than you. I act older, but I'm still younger.
That is true. That is definitely true. If anybody out there, you can see we have a link out there for you if you want to see live scoring. But if you don't see the link, go to eyesonscore.com, click on the little arrows. Hamburger, click on live scoring, and then click
There you go
on
again.
Texas Archery SYWAT October 20th to 22nd, and you will see live scores.
Hey, but it does look like everybody has on matching socks today.
We have the last scoring end. I'm sure there's some mismatches down there.
We just can't
Look
see
at
him with the
Matthew.
jeans.
Look at Matthew Parmenter. He probably has. He
No,
probably
that's
has
what
wrong
I saw.
socks
I
on.
saw him walk by, and he's got on matching socks.
I just figured he'd just grab whatever and walk out the door.
That might be what he went to
Yeah.
bed with.
Daryl and Ryan are at 54 X's. Great shooting. Cole Ware, 275, 47 X's. He's on track. He may shoot a 52.
Nice.
He'll be in the 50s. Wyatt Dorcas is at 275, 54 X's, on track for a 59X. Great shooting.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 people, potential to finish with 49s. Pretty awesome. 59s.
So this is our last scoring end. Oh, David switching shirts.
It says Rick. No, he's taking it back off.
Okay, because it said
Oh.
Rick.
Yeah. Last.
Oh, nice
5
shot
arrows.
for Cindy. Check that out.
She's a pretty good recurve shooter, barebow
I
shooter,
would
isn't
say
she?
so. Yes, she is a coach.
Yep.
Houston Archery Center. What is it called? I can't see. I can see the shirt, but Houston Archery Academy.
What is it? Learning Center?
I know. See, I can see the in camera 3. There's an. Isn't that one of their shirts?
Houston Archery Learning Center. Is that right?
Over at West Houston Archery. Well, James didn't make that easy. Look, top
It
corner,
is.
Houston
Houston
Archery.
Lessons and Range.
Oh, okay.
James Loesch has been teaching since 1986. He is a level 3 instructor certified by USA Archery. James has contributed to dozens of national championships since 2011 and has many junior Olympians to his credit. Wendy got herself all tangled up again. Johanna, as everybody refers to her as Cindy. But she signs up with a different name, so you just never know. She keeps everybody on their toes. So we'll be finishing up before 12. That gives us about an hour and a half before we start the second line. If they don't need me downstairs, we'll go ahead and have our final live broadcast. Maybe I'll find somebody to join me, or maybe I'll find a couple people that want to do it. Maybe that's what I'll do. See if Cole wants to come up here and broadcast live. Find somebody else down there too that wants to join. Oh, crap. What happened? Bo just exploded or something. What on earth? Something broke. Huh. Or you accidentally misfired. I don't think we had any camera on him, did we? Nothing. Saw the bow fly forward. Yeah, I don't know what happened. All right, Cole, last one to shoot right here. Let's see if Cole... Where is Cole? Cole's on 7. There it is. He definitely shot in the 50s. 51, 52, X300. Congratulations, Cole. Amazing shooting. Let's see how Dancer did. I'll take a look down there. Dancer, 59Xs. Looks like Ryan, 59Xs. We've got Wyatt down there shooting. Anticipate he'll finish with 59Xs as well. Great shooting. Just a few more arrows and we are done. Wendy walked off, so you just get to listen to me. Five more arrows. Let's get a little music going here.
Told you every single time, don't you worry. You would always call me at the wrong time, so you can know what I was up to. Oh, don't you get that? It's just stupid. Hey, just hear me out. It's been a while since we were good, so why we dragging out when we've been doing everything we could? I don't wanna feel so lonely tonight.
Not to give anybody a heart attack there. Wyatt, that's somebody else shot Wyatt's target. I'm looking down. I'm like, wait a minute, are we in the right target? He has 4 X's. There's an arrow sitting in the 4, but that is not his arrow. But it does make his target look a little ugly after 50. He's got a 59X going. Last arrow for Wyatt. He's got his duck lips as he
You're
shoots.
right. I saw that. I was like,
And-
that was something new.
Yeah, so he gets, there's 5 X's. When I looked down there, I'm like, what the heck? I saw an arrow on the, I couldn't see it close up on the little screen, but there you go. 59 X's for Wyatt. Excellent shooting. We've had a lot of good shooting this
Yes.
weekend. Man, we've had probably about 6 or 8 people that have shot 57 or above. That has got to be a record for us. I have to look at that, look into that. That is a lot of good shooting. We've got,
Hudson still down there.
Let's look at Matthew Parmenter. We've got he's down to the end.
Matthew loading another arrow.
Matthew had a miss last round.
What?
Yeah.
How in the world did that happen?
Had such a good round going.
Did y'all have some kind of noise?
Yeah, there was somebody's bow exploded
What?
and hit the ground as you walked away. Yeah, and we didn't catch it on video either. Yeah. Yeah, somebody's bow, like as they were at full draw or something, like they're picking up his arrow. It flew forward, went across the range to the right.
Whoa.
Yeah. So I don't know what happened there.
So everyone was okay, though?
Yeah, everybody's fine.
All right. Jessica Garcia was asking, everybody okay?
Yep, everybody's good.
All right, Scott.
I mean, I think that's it. I think we're going to go ahead and call this. This is the last. That was the last round. And thank you guys for everybody tuning in.
Yes.
And we will catch
So
you
much
guys at the next target.
All right.